Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another edition of All Signs Love Readings. Don't be shy. Say hello. Let me know that you're here. Hopefully, we're starting off strong here with sound because the last live we did, Mercury was like, no sound, no sound. So let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be a good Friday for us? Hello. How you doing, Papa? Hello, Star. Look like my moderators are all here. Hello, Isis. Welcome back, JDW. How's everybody doing? Sounds good. Great. Awesome. We got a goal going on here, guys. We have set the goal for 5 donations, and that unlocks another collective faded dice reading. We always do 12 zodiac signs in a collective bonus, but if we get 5 sponsors tonight to pay it forward for not only themselves, but also for others. Because I always feel like if you pay it forward, it always comes back to you, like 10, 20, a lot, right? So keep in mind that when you pay it forward, it always comes back to you tenfold. So if we get sponsors this evening that unlock that, we will get an extra bonus. And the only way to unlock that bonus is over on YouTube. We are on other platforms as well, not just on YouTube. We're on Facebook and Twitch too. So hello over there. Everybody here is on the live chat, so you can at least see each other. But most of the chat is on YouTube as well. So now you have to head out an hour. Well, Isis, that's what happens when love is on the brain. I'm assuming that's because of love. So I'm happy for you. You shouldn't be listening to these readings. Get out there. You can always listen to the replay. So this evening, we are focusing this love spread on the person drawn to you. Now, this does not necessarily mean a specific person here. Could also be new love as well, something where you don't really see it. Some of you, it could be an ex. We never know. That's why we leave it kind of in that notion here of let's see what happens for each sign. So this reading is going to explore the person who feels drawn towards you and the connection forming between you. And we're going to start out by looking at the dynamic of the connection. And we're going to be using the oracle cards for that. Then we're going to move into tarot to understand who this person is, why they feel drawn to you, and how they may approach you, and what the potential of the connection could possibly be. Remember, it's just potential, okay? Reversals will be interpreted through the attraction card to understand how the draw between you influences the situation. I use reversals very differently. I use them as combo cards. That's just my reading style, all right? So finally, we're also going to close here with a spirit message here for each individual sign as well. So let's get started here. We always start out with the birthday month. Happy birthday out there to the Pisces Collective. Make sure you guys are checking your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. If you're cross-watching, you're going to have to mirror it back to you, okay? Sometimes you got to flip the narrative. It just happens to be that way. Just is what it is. All right, let's get started. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if we can hone in to the live audience and the collective here who are watching the replay, from the highest messages that they may receive here for the individual here who is drawn to them. Let's see what's going on here specifically now for Pisces. Pisces is up. Who's got Pisces in their chart? Don't be shy and let me know. Pisces, the person drawn to you. Someone's forgiven you. Letting go, peace, spiritual release. So this is an individual here that you have some memories with. You're tied with. Obviously, you have history with this individual, Pisces. If they've forgiven you, some of you are like, what is there to be forgiven? I didn't do anything wrong. But, you know, everybody is allowed to have their perception here. Real reunion. Oh, it's Pisces. Is this a reunion energy here? I think it is. Back for good, pure joy, soulmates, reconnect. There's a huge energy here with this individual. Something went wrong. Something went sour. There was a miscommunication of some sort. Or maybe there was just some issues with an unhealed version of you and them together. But this is all about reconnecting. This person here is hoping and wishing upon a real reunion here with you. And some of you may be wishing that too. Not all of you, but some of you may be wishing that too. But there's something here about wanting to release and have an entirely fresh start here with you. All right. Spirit, who is this person? Remember, the first row, there's no reversals, but they will affect initial story play here. The rest of the cards. Who is this person in Pisces energy? They're the Two of Pentacles. So this is an individual here who couldn't make up their mind. They really couldn't. It could have been between you and another situation or just their past in general. But this is an individual here who's really been able to manage it and look at it and evaluate it. And I feel there's something here where there's this, and I don't think it's just relationships. I feel like this also has to do with family, with work, like a lot of different pieces here. But this is an individual here that once they get a process going, once they stay consistent, once they understand who they choose, they can do a lot. And not just a lot in this relationship here. It could be other things too, like children or work and so forth. So this individual here, once they are committed, they really have the ability here to go, this is what I'm committed to. But there's something here also to deal with the past here, Pisces, that this person here may not have been fully committed here with you. And so that could have been that energy here of feeling back and forth with this person. All right. Why are they drawn to Pisces? Now, this is going to really affect the reversal cards as they come out in your reading. Why are they drawn to you right now? The Chariot. Because Pisces, your energy, even though we got Cancer energy here, is you have taken stock and you have taken control of what is good for you. You're an individual here who is a go-getter. You are determined here to move forward, to move on. We have Helios here. Now, Helios is a Titan. So to me, there's something here about being premortal. There's something here about being like very instinctive on what you're doing and your drive. This is a Pisces here who's willing to go the distance to make themselves happy. And if that involves walking away from an individual, they did it. And you're not stopping. There's just this energy here of like, I need to do what I got to do. So you have structure as well, but they are drawn to your light and they see that. They see that in you. They're drawn to your light. Right? You're an individual here that when you put effort into something, man, you really go all in. And maybe that's something here that there's almost this energy here of feeling a little bit jealous, Pisces, that you could get everything put together and they couldn't, you know? But they also know that you go above and beyond when you make up your mind. You really do. All right. Let's see what this connection feels like when you're with them. What it feels like when you're with them. Whether you're with them now or just like the potential energy here, even from the past year. Look, the star. So, Aquarius energy here. That, and this is a huge card here of, well, forgiveness. This is mutual energy here between the two of you. Now, not all of you are going to agree with that, and that's okay. And that's not your reading. But I feel this mutual energy here that through all of the hard times, this Pisces is able to look at this and have faith that things happen for a reason. And it's because the best is yet to come. And so there's this energy of this individual here who feels the same way. So there's very much a spotlight energy on both of you. You're both healing, going through a very healing stage. Okay. Let's move on here to the rest of the story here. The foundation here we've already built. Now let's see what the movement is towards you, how they're coming towards you, their emotional feelings towards you, and will they approach or remain observing here with you? How they are coming towards you energetically. We have the Emperor here reversed. Here's this energy. You know, this person could be an Aries, does have an ego that is, well, pretty darn high. Okay. And it's very protective and controlling in nature. I do feel like this person here is used to having it their way, also having their cake and eat it too. But this is also an individual here who is feeling very competitive here to slow you down. It's like I can catch up here with Pisces. So notice how they're in the car, but someone else is here driving. Okay. They're just kind of watching you. So I feel like there's almost this energy here of other people keeping an eye on you for this person. Okay. Whether that's mutual people that the two of you know, I don't want to be too creepy about it, but I do feel like this person here has a mutual group here. It could even be social media where they keep an eye on you, but also keep moving towards you as well. Now, the part here is when you have made up your mind, it's really hard for you to turn back around here and look at anything. Okay. So they know it. They know it. Let's see what their emotional feelings here are towards you. Yeah, this is a person here who really misses the deep friendship the two of you had. How you two resolved issues. Now, I just feel like this person here puts you on the sideline. It feels like that. I mean, the Three of Pentacles here with that Two of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles. So, you know, they may have had other options as well. I do feel like you may have met this individual here, whether it was at a work situation or through friends or through school. But there's this energy here of another individual here who got in the way. And it doesn't have to be cheating energy. It could have been third party, another friend, a family member as well. But this is an individual here who's really wanting to collaborate and come back together, even if it is, you know, just as friends, you know, and this is the energy of where they want to start off with. Let's get to know each other all over again. That's how they feel. Will they approach you here or remain observing? I really feel like this individual here is going for it here. Look at this. We got the Eight of Wands. So here's the thing. This is an individual here who is approaching you, but here's the thing. The Eight of Wands is a card here of quick movement, and usually something that's coming really, really quickly. But there's something here about being blocked. So Pisces, you may have blocked communication with this individual, or this individual may have done that to you. But this is an individual here who's trying to find a workaround, working through the block. Okay. Again, I feel like there's other individuals here who are driving that card. Notice that they're not alone here too. Okay. It's like something is leading the way here. It's mutual friends or, you know, it could be family too. But The issue is that somebody here may not be looking at the messages, listening to the messages, willing to talk, but they're going to keep trying. They are. That's what it feels like here. Where this could go, what it may feel like to be with them if you choose this. We have the Four of Cups here reversed. Well, I feel like there's gonna be some difficulties here because there's still this energy of the past. I do feel that you really feel that this person here may have missed an opportunity, but at the same time, you were also curious of what has been missing while you two have been separated. It does feel like that. Okay. So I do feel like there may be a fling of some sort or a quick reconnection. Is it everlasting? I feel like you're going to be, the issue here is about the past, about moving, having different ideas of where this relationship could be or become. But this is also a person here who doesn't want to miss the opportunity here with you. Overall potential of this connection here, we have the Four of Wands. So if you can both have a fresh start, not bring the past into this without looking at it as both taking accountability, it's possible to actually have a connection with this individual that feels different and right this time. Now, some of you're choosing not to do that way. You've already have another connection, or maybe this connection here is just with friends and family, or maybe the best thing that came out of it if you had children with this individual is the kids. But there is forgiveness on both sides for possibilities here. What is the possible complication or challenge in this connection? The King of Wands, again, that Aries energy. This individual is just so damn competitive. Everything, it's like once they have something, it's like, yeah, I scored, I got this. They keep a little bit of a tab on this. They do. Their ego is pretty darn big. All right. Maybe they like hockey, or maybe they are just an individual here who likes to win. But there's just something here about looking a particular way of, I did it, I got it. This person's got a massive pride issue, but at the same time, if you reject them, man, are they still going to try on it too? All right, let's see what the final advice here is for you, Pisces. All right, what the collective should consider here, Pisces, with this person. It does look like they're coming forward here, but some of you will have those messages, well, on red. Look at this. You see that? You see that crown here? We have the Six of Pentacles here. This is a relationship to consider, if you are considering this person, that has to start with reciprocity. That means building the foundation here, not of like, you do this, I do that. There's just something here about building that relationship of togetherness, of that giving energy. Nothing is 50-50. This is noticing that some things have to change in that attitude. All right. Maybe maybe this person here was like that. It's like, I did this, I'm free to do that. This is reciprocity here of an equal give and take. That feels good. Spirit's guidance for navigating this connection here. King of Swords is coming up. So this is you being authentic, being logical, intellectual, and cutting with discernment. Okay. This is not falling for words, being truthful and honest in communication here with this individual if you choose. And some of you will choose to listen, but others of you, when you listen, you may call bullshit too. All right. It's like you want more than words. You want actions and words that are consistent with one another. And so your Spirit is saying, if trust yourself to notice the consistency here, but also detach from the emotional part here of an individual just because they want to come back in, which is hard because you're a Pisces. So you're a water sign, you're that dreamer, you're the love card here, but have proper discernment here when it comes to this individual here, and try not to take things so personally, because of someone's, well, inflated ego. They do have a big ego here. All right. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We're going to move on to Aries. Aries is up. Welcome back, Crystal. Hello, Mitzi. Welcome back. Yep, the goal is going strong. How's everybody doing on Friday? I don't know where the weeks are going anymore. Time is just flying. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what the connection dynamic is with the person here who's drawn to you. This is going to describe the energetic theme between you and this person. Welcome back, Unique. Aries, self-love. I'm sorry, safe love. I read that wrong. Trust, security, your home. Safe love. But, sometimes those happy mistakes aren't wrong. There is something here about a self-love journey. Safe love, trust, security. What else we got here? It is safe for you to love, Aries. Pictures. Reminiscing, missing you, feeling lonely. I feel like this is an individual here, Aries, you do have a past with. You were the safest thing to this individual. You were home to this person. But I also feel like this individual is going through some kind of coping. So they may be coping with substances, bad behaviors, escapism. But at the same time, they really miss the closeness here with you. Primarily the long conversations. The two of you would, I just feel like, go to bed or just chit chat. And next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, is it 3:00 in the morning? Like, just so enamored with the conversation and enjoying it and just losing time and space. That's how it felt. You could tell this person anything and this person could tell you anything. And it just was amazing. And there's just so many memories with this individual. Who this person is. Now remember, no reversals on initial story play in the first row. They will affect the rest of them now when the reversals do come up. Who is this person? Death. This is someone here that you ended a connection with, or they did. It could have been mutual. Scorpio. Could have been dealing with Scorpio. This was tough because, I'm feeling like that noose here. Almost, it does feel like the hangman energy. I feel like there's a lot of sacrifice, time, patience, waiting, hoping, praying for changes. But there's also that ox here, which tells me stubbornness. So did somebody here put you in a waiting game? Couldn't decide here what they wanted out of this connection? I feel like, this is someone here who could have also grown bored, wanted some kind of excitement. But again, the boredness has to do with themselves. Remember I said self-love? I feel like this person here lacks self-love a little bit. All right. They're going through a massive transformation. They are. Let's see why they are drawn to you. This is really going to affect the reversals more than anything. But why are they drawn to you? Oh. Fortuna is here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We got a 10, a rebirth. Everything has its cycle, a life cycle. Some of you are married to this individual or were married to this person. Some of you have children with this individual. Some of you had built a life with this person, hoping for this next milestones. But the reason that they're drawn to you is because they're so used to you being a part of their life. They can't even imagine or fathom what it would be like without Aries. This scares this person tremendously. All right. I'm also feeling here with there's something about Thanksgiving. Maybe the two of you, I don't know, someone's holiday was Thanksgiving, like that's what they love. I'm not a really huge fan of Thanksgiving, but family's important. Family dynamic is important to this individual. All right. What the connection feels like when you're with them. Oh, strength. Leo energy. This took all of your strength, all of your courage to stick through it. I think this is an Aries here who stuck longer than they should have. But there's something about you being this person's rock. And so that's the essence here of listening here too. You know, there could have been some codependency in this connection, but I also feel like someone here gives an immense amount of support, and it used to be very mutual, but one is not as capable to do it as now. And I really want to say it's this individual here who's going through this change. It's more on their energy. Let's see movement towards you, how they are coming towards you. Oh, there's a lot of uncertainty here with this individual. They're between a rock and a hard place. Some of you, there is a decision between you and another person. This is tough because I feel X energy here. Look, this X. I don't know if there was an X involved or you are considered the X now, but this is a person here who is tired of playing games. Is really unclear about where they want to go or be with or who they want to be with. They just know they miss that support, that connection here with you. All right. They feel very lonely. Again, this is certain things where they don't look. This is a person here who really struggles with doing that on their own. The Fool, thin ice. You know, as comforting as it is to be with you, they know they are on thin ice with you as well. So many of them know that you will not have a fresh start with them. They did play very childish games. This is an individual here who, would they entertain it or try walking on it? They might, just to feel that strength again. But again, would it be because they can give that strength back to you, or would it just be using you? You know, I think they're just used to you being there, Aries. This is an energy here being optimistic, wanting to have a fresh start, but this thin ice feels like it's this person here is looking down at it and going, well, will this break? Is it possible? Will Aries break? Will Aries let me back in? Will they approach or remain here observing? We have death. I feel like they will remain observing because you have death twice. But I also feel with this tusk energy, this has a lot to do with this individual. Like, I feel like if you open the conversation or if you offered the support, they would just dive right into it. Would they want something more, or would they want something to be back to where it was? I think this person here is just used to the comfort of you. So this is something here where this person feels a little bit lost. And they also know that the amount of time here that they've played this game here with you is, it's like, how do I pay this back? How do I showcase to Aries that I've changed? It's almost archaic with that mammoth tusk. What it may feel like to be with them if like you chose to walk on that ice with them. Again, I feel like the two of you would be building those plans, but at the same time, they would be in different directions. And someone here would have anticipation of wanting to lead. And I do feel like it would be for this individual on how they want things to come. Now, notice it's not together. So I don't know if they're using your energy more than anything. Or some of you, they put you in a situationship, but the Two of Wands energy is like, let's see what we can build and move forward with. And there's excitement, but this is an individual here who also is future tripping and seeing, how can Aries still be part of my life, because I want to have that support still. So energetically, I feel like this person here is just using you as support more than anything. And is that genuinely love? It's not romantic. I don't see any cups here with romance. I just don't. Potential of this connection. Five of Pentacles. Again, this individual here feels rejected, feels lost. Some of you, they don't have their finances in order. You could have had children with this individual. But again, this has a lot to do with still feeling that victim mentality here, used to you being, it's just very codependent. This person here really is afraid to be on their own. Possible complication or challenge in this connection. Yeah, look at this, the Ten of Swords. I feel like there's other people involved, but also the victim mentality and the betrayal becomes almost so heavy and thick that how can you have a fresh start with this individual? It's hard. The past keeps coming up with this person. The betrayal hurts. It's stung like a bee here, right? Look at all those bees on her back. So there's something here about guilt, shame, it's heaviness here of putting yourself back into the situation again. I feel like it would be repeating a pattern or a cycle. Aries, what the collective here for you, Aries collective, should consider with this person. Look at that. Again, it's all about the betrayal, the victimhood. This is how this person gets picked up. All they know how to be is all these tens, all these fives, is a survivor. This is not a thriver. This is a person here who is used to the rejection, the hurt, the pain, but also has anticipations of being picked up because of your strength, because of how you would take this individual in. And I feel like you have a pattern of doing this with this individual since the beginning in this connection. Spirit's guidance for navigating this connection. Again, this is all about discernment. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You may have that in your chart, but you're pulling in the air energy. This is detaching, not taking it personal, being very logical, being authentic, but also setting boundaries. Because I feel this individual here uses you for support, finances, or just, an individual here who they can lean on emotionally. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus is up next. Taurus is up. Hey, Nancy. All is good. I got to be doing that. I'll be cleaning tomorrow. Can't believe it's March now. I know. It's just like, what? I feel that too. It's going to be summer before we know it. I already booked my summer plans. For it out, I'll be in fall. I'm like, what's happening? Guys, we got a goal going on here. If we get 5 donations tonight, we will unlock another sponsored collective bonus. We always get a collective bonus at the end, but that additional bonus does come in handy for those individuals who want a little bit of a deeper dive, because that reading does get an extra row because, well, it's paid for. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see who's drawn to you. Spirit, who is drawn to Taurus? This is going to describe the theme here between the two of you. Well, this person's heavily thinking about you, nostalgia, missing you, grieving you, fixated on you. Ooh, so this is also a person here, Taurus, from your past. A lot of past energy here. Not everybody's a past person. Clear mind, clear heart, insight, clarity, truth. So this is an individual here. You see this? You see what it's creating? It looks like a hangman. So this is an individual here. I do feel like you were in separation, Taurus, from this person. You have created a lot of money. Maybe you did have a lot of money with this person. A lot of memories with this person. But they're really fixated on the best times they had with you. I do feel the heart has grown fonder with the separation and the distance. And that's not just an old saying. I feel like this is a person here who had to recenter themselves. When I see that energy here with the legs that look like a hangman, but also it reminds me of 4. I feel like this has been a long time. So some of you, it's not like 4 days or 4 weeks. This is something here. It's 4 months. Some of you could have been possibly 4 years. Or it's just saying 4 years, not necessarily the number 4 years. It could just be like a couple of years, because 4 is breaking into 2s. But there's this energy here about the space that was really needed for this individual to grow and see how important you were to this person. And they may have taken that for granted in a really big way. Let's see who their energy is now. What is the energy of this person? Remember, no reversals on the first row. This person, again, Virgo energy, has been doing some massive soul searching here. Again, I told you, there has been some time apart. This is also Odin here. So this individual here is very intuitive. And this is a person here who could probably predict a lot of things that maybe they got lost in a little bit. Okay. Now, there's one thing, and I know a lot of Norse mythology, so I'm going to bring this into you. You know, Odin, he had that gift of foresight here for the sacrifice that he put in place here to get the knowledge here from the fates with Mimir. But I feel this energy of this individual who has kind of played God in some sense in the past, and forthcoming with how they did things, thinking it was the best, and actually it came out and bit them on the ass, put it that way. And the same thing happened with Odin. Like the things he tried to stop actually were the cause of some of the war that broke out. So this is an individual here who's deeply looking upon some of the stuff that they had caused. I do feel like there was a lot of self-sabotage involved. Like it just feels like that. It does. But, Odin's coming up here for a reason. So I feel like this individual, they could possibly be a reader themselves, very much in the metaphysical. Or they could just be an individual here who's very extremely intuitive, just naturally. Why are they drawn to Taurus? Well, hot diggity dog. Taurus, here you are. There you are. They're drawn by your beauty. They're drawn by your ability here to be so aligned and open to receive to love. You're just so unconditional. You could be a mother, but you don't have to be. I feel like you still have the mother energy though. Even if you are, a masculine, there's something here that's very nurturing about you as an individual. The Empress is all four queens in one. So this is a person here who kind of has every little portion of the element in alignment. And which part you pull in the most here. And with you being Taurus, you're going to be pulling a lot of the Queen of Pentacles energy in place here. So this person here sees the beauty of how you can take pain and make it into something amazing and beautiful, and still look at it and still be open to receiving love, which is a really beautiful card. So this person here sees you, and I don't want to say they put you in a giant pedestal. They just see you as naturally beautiful. You might have had a hard life, but you're a person here that is still willing to live life, which is beautiful. I love that the deer energy is here. Deer are very, very important to me in my life. So in my intuitive dictionary, deer is all about healing, grief, heart space, so unconditional. But the deer also can be, they're animals that get preyed on. And so they can get very flighty if they feel something that doesn't, that resembles danger. And so there's something here with this Taurus that, you bring security. I mean, I feel like there's children and animals that come to you naturally. You're just so loving. And so that energy is like, they trust you. Like if deer trust you, that's a really big deal, So I feel like this person here sees that in you, is like, people trust you. People love that about you. And you may be even a natural born leader, whether it is just in community, running a business, amongst family and friends. There's just this really vivid, natural energy about you. That's what they're drawn about. What the connection here feels like with them when you're with them. King of Cups. So this is a person here that you had really deep conversations with. Really deep conversations. Again, that intuitive notion could have been dealing with a water sign here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Doesn't have to be, but also the King of Cups is an individual here who tends to listen, be very telepathic, intuitive, definitely a dreamer, loves those deep heart-to-heart conversations, but also can be very reserved when it comes to their own emotions. It's like they care a lot about other people, could even be a people pleaser, but this is a person here that feels devoted and loving, but at the same time can be holding back in a huge way, And it's not always so easy to read this person because they are more focused or marrying back what you give. All right. So yes, there's love involved. I feel that Poseidon energy here in this notion with this person, but they can be very quiet and reserved when it comes to really allowing transparency to come to the heart space here with you. All right. Let's move on here. Moving toward you. How they are coming toward you. How are they coming toward Taurus? Reversals are now up. The Knight of Swords. So this is someone here who is determined. Look at that. We got Odin's Raven right here. They're determined here to break the ice and have a conversation with you. If they haven't communicated to you yet, I do feel you will be hearing from this individual. The thing is that this person here can be very, like, once they make a decision, they're like, let's just do it. So it could be really catching you off guard. Their emotional feelings here towards you. The Nine of Pentacles here reversed. So this is an individual who doesn't want to believe that you're so unbothered, that they aren't communicating, talking to you, separated from you. They just don't want to believe it. They want to have, they love the idea here of you wanting them, desiring them, or being like there's something about their support here. And so if you don't need them, or if you don't want them, or you don't desire them, that is a really huge chip on this person's ego. The Nine of Pentacles is usually a card of independence, you know, hyper independence here when it's reversed, but it's also a very codependent dynamic. I feel like this individual here does not want to believe that all is great here with you. They just don't want to believe it. So, so there's a part of them is like, gosh, do you still desire this too, Taurus? Let's see. Will they approach or remain here observing? Well, they're definitely approaching. Now, you got two knights here. One, I feel like the communication here could be a test run. I feel like the test run could be a text or, a call, could even be a phone call. It's going to be light. It's going to be a little bit surface. It's to test the water here with you. Do you still want them? Do you still desire them? Do you still need them? That's why that Nine of Pentacles energy is. But this is also someone here who's, once they break that communication here with you, they're willing to slow down. Now, interesting enough, they made the Knight of Pentacles a pizza guide. I'm like, well, who wants pizza? Because this is the slowest night in the world. Who wants cold pizza? There's something here about this individual wanting to savor the moment here with you. And so this is a person here who's willing to put the work in, even if it means that you just won't want friendship with them. They're like, okay, I'll do that. We'll see where this goes. But there's a spark here. And this is what this person is hoping for. Okay. What it may feel like to be with them if you go for it. The Nine of Wands. It's going to be tough, because I feel like your boundaries are going to be really high up. Now, some of you, this person here may try to approach that and realize, poof, dang, Taurus blocked me, or Taurus isn't answering me. Okay. Some of you might be like that. But I do feel like there is this energy here of not wanting, because I feel like with the sandbags, it's almost like an emotional storm. And so I feel like there's going to be some emotional storms that come in because this individual hasn't really expressed their emotions. Be prepared. This individual will express their emotions, and it may come off as an emotional storm. So that's why I feel like you have the sandbags ready. It just feels like that. All right. It just does. It's like, whoa, this is a lot, but again, this person has had time to really think about this. Potential for this connection, Taurus. The High Priestess, more intuitive energy here. All right. I feel like if this does start up, there's this energy here of keeping this on low profile, not necessarily making things absolutely official. It's just the two of you if you choose this. Others of you may choose just to be low profile and really need some time and space. You might even say that to this individual. It's like, listen, I can't eat. That's a lot. It's a lot of information you just gave me, but I need to really integrate this to see how this makes me feel, because you've really worked on your chi here. Okay. It's like I've worked on my core, but there's this intuitive notion of you being telepathically talking to one another in a really deep way, finishing each other's sentences. Possible complication or challenge in this connection, Taurus. The King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, comes up when confidence is kind of arised, or like, yeah, I got this. We can do this. Okay. You have an individual here that once they get in, once the tone here is to savor, then their confidence here starts to build up here. And so I feel like this is an individual here where you're going to see an entirely different side of them. And what I mean is like, this is a person here who probably dote on you. Like they would change, and it would change. Like you wouldn't even fathom that. This person here is like, can you believe that? Can you believe that that's my person? Like, aren't they a catch? I feel like this person here would gloat about the relationship a little bit just to make you blush. But this is something here that this person did not do before. Okay. And so I feel that that may be a challenge that comes up because it's like, whoa, what is this about? Like all of a sudden they're open about it. But to them, it's like, you are what I scored. I got this. Okay. If this works out here for what they want, if you're open to it. All right. So let's see what Taurus collective energy should consider with this person, whether you choose them or not. Oh, we got the Lovers card here. The Lovers. The choice is yours. Gemini energy here. All right. When you have the choice card that comes up, this is a card here of compromise on both sides. On both sides. It's not just one side or the other. It's choosing one another if you want this. And others of you, you may not want that. And that's fine. Spirit's saying the choice is you. It's going to be yours here of what you want if you're open to it. Spirit's guidance for navigating this connection here, take it slow. Sagittarius energy here is you don't need to figure out all of the details all at once. You're also going to need a great deal of patience here. Okay, this is listening, understanding, but also not really, it's not that you can't bring up the past, but the discussion of the past here has to be about reciprocity. All right. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side, and we're going to get to Gemini next. Gemini is next. Don't forget, guys, if you want to sponsor a live, you most certainly can. Just go ahead and hit that target over on YouTube. Hit that target, put whatever donation you want to put in, and you become a sponsor for tonight's readings. We need 5 of them to unlock the bonus. Gemini is up. You're welcome. Thanks for joining, Dia. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what the energetic theme is between you and this person here who's drawn to you. Oh, more reconciliation energy. Holy moly. Gemini, you got a reconciliation, putting in the work, better communication, getting back together, an equal give and take. So this is a person here who wants to reconcile with you. They do. Teamwork, love, together through it all, partnership, we got this. I mean, this person here has been heavily thinking about communication, and if they're not in communication with you, this is a person here who's going to be communicating. I feel it. But teamwork makes the dream work. I feel like the two of you work really well together. Could be a power couple here. Maybe you two met through work. If it's not work, it could be community, friends, school. But this is something here where the two of you, when you get in your rhythm, it is like, yeah, let's do it. It's great. But at the same time, it could have also been something that broke apart that team effort. Okay. Let's see how this person here is showing up. No reversals on initial story. By their energy right now here. 7 of Wands energy. This person here is absolutely determined. Are they a little defensive? Yeah. I mean, they got Medusa's shield here. So this is an individual here that kind of wants to freeze out or stonewall, not necessarily you, but it's like, wait, before, like, I feel this energy here. Actually, you're kind of feeling like Perseus here a little bit, right? It's like they're on this great journey to declare their love or get back in good graces here with Gemini. But at the same time, they don't want to hear the energy here of you retaliating and giving them a hard time. They're prepared for it, but they're almost like, stand back, demon. I want the good side of Gemini, the good side. That's what it feels like that they want. They know that you're angry with them. That's what it comes down to. Why they are drawn to you. The devil, this person's obsessed with you. Okay. They involved a lot of other people in this connection. Okay. A lot of masks were here. A lot of games were played. A lot of escapism. This person here may have been a massive player. This is an individual here who could have been very non-committal. They may have been very wounded with past relationships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I feel like 5 here is like, that's what did it. It's a trigger. Not saying you were the 5th one, but there's this energy here of like blew up in their face. And so why they're attracted to you is like, what if I put the time and effort in here of what it used to be? Like, like we were great. Maybe you were great friends. I just feel this power dynamic. You worked really well with one another. So this person here is obsessed with that portion of it. But at the same time, you mirrored something back in this individual that they did not want to look at. They did not want to see. They did not want to admit something that was more darker on their side. They just wanted to play that game, play games. They're very jealous. This person has a jealous streak. What this connection feels like. The 4 of Wands energy. I feel like when things are great, you two could almost feel like a couple. I feel like that was part of the issue. Were you a couple but not a couple? Because it feels like that. I feel like there's a Gemini here who was in a relationship or situationship without the actual commitment. But everybody saw you two like a married couple. And if this was a person here who you were, considering marrying or devoted to already there's something here about not really treating this like a marriage. There's just something here where they put time and effort into everything else, but actually the love bit. They're very platonic in that stage. It's like they didn't have a romantic bone in their body. It just feels like that. It's like, where did the romance go? Let's see how they're coming towards you now. Reversals are now up. How are they coming towards Gemini? Well, I do feel like this person could be at a distance from you. There's travel involved, but if it's not distance and traveling, I feel that it's because of separation. The world also is someone you could have possibly met online, or they're watching you online, could be watching you on social media. But I feel like that this person here is going to start off with something a little bit more comfortable, whether it is stopping by, I'm in town, or on social media, starting to view your stories. There's something here about, hey, fancy to see you here, Gemini. It feels like that kind of energy. Trying to find common ground. Their emotional feelings here towards you. God, didn't we get this for the last reading? The 9 of Pentacles here reverse is like they don't want to believe that you are independent. They don't want to believe that you are unbothered. They don't want to believe that you don't need them. This person here likes to be needed, wanted, desired. Okay, very similar to the last reading I did, which was exact same placement of that. And I shuffled these cards really good. But I do feel that this person here, ego is really getting in their way. But I feel like, they have very heavy narcissistic traits, this person. They just do. And that usually happens from trauma. Will they approach or remain observing here? The Wheel of Fortune here is usually a card of destiny. All right. But what comes around goes around. And I feel like that this person here is wanting to get off the going around. I feel like they keep missing opportunities here. That's that thing of like, oh, fancy to see you here. I didn't expect you here. There's an anticipation of that. I think they've been trying to manifest a run-in with you, but now they're realizing that pattern isn't allowing them to see the same scenery, but they keep going by it and they're missing opportunities. So this is an individual here who's jumping off the merry-go-round and going, okay, how do I be more direct with Gemini? I think I'm ready. And so this is a person here that is kind of, I think they start off as observing and then wanting to go a little bit further than testing those waters here with you. What it may feel like to be with them if you do go towards this. Knight of Swords here, reverse. I think the problem is that you have a very different narrative in how this person walked out in your life. So there are going to be some words spoken. Some of you will let this person have it. All right. Being like, absolutely no way. But I also feel like this fighting energy here, trying to prove, again, proving, fighting, like stand back. Okay. But I do feel there's going to be an uncomfortable conversation because everything can't really be made at peace, because I feel like for some of my Geminis, they never had a chance to say how this felt to them. Some of you got cut off like completely by this individual, ghosted. Potential of this connection. Hey, Corbell. We have the Two of Pentacles here reverse. It's not solid. I can tell you this. I feel like the two of you are going to have a different viewpoint here of how the past shook out. This person here may play victim to that. I do feel like they have a tendency here to avoid accountability. So this is a person here who's like, can't you just get over it? Can't we just start fresh? Do we have to keep playing those games? But again, they're off the merry-go-round here of karmic patterns. But then are they truly following here the patterns? Because the Two of Pentacles is going around, all right, being able to align something. But with it reverse, this is a person here who escapes it. So I do feel this energy, Gemini, to watch it with this individual, because even though there's potential here, there's potential. It's not actually something that is fully on consistent with them. This is a habit that this individual does. It's a bad habit of theirs. But we'll see the possible complication or the challenge in this connection. Three of Swords. There's the heartbreak. There's the victimhood. There's the woe is me energy. All right. A lot of heartbreak, but grief. And, you know, both of you are heartbroken in different ways. And this is a person here who may feel heartbroken because you're so defensive about it and not being open to it. But there's another part of you that says, I should be heard. I should be seen. You didn't even allow me to have my heartbreak. I'm allowed to grieve. And most certainly you are. But it is going to be challenge here with the heartbreak that the both of you have. Okay. This could even be more like a fling energy that comes about here versus long-term commitment. What the collective should consider here for my Gemini collective here, what you should consider with this person. The Fool, okay? Just be very, the Fool is a very naive energy, very optimistic, wanting to have a fresh start, but, is naive. And so Spirit is just warning you that if you have a fresh start here, don't forget, that's not a dog here, that's a fox, okay? Someone here could be very sly to you or know how to say the perfect things. And again, it's potential, it's words, but there it is, the Two of Pentacles. This is an individual here who struggles with it twice, struggles with taking accountability of truly putting the work in consistently. So Spirit's saying, if you have a new start with this individual, all right, pay attention to the red flags, but also pay attention to the consistent effort here. This person here loves to go back into victim mentality. All right, that's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Welcome back, Sumayer. Who's got Cancer in their chart? Cancer is up. Cancer, Sun, Moon, rising in Venus. What's energetically going on here with the person who is drawn to you? What's going on here between the two of you? Cosmic nudges, intuitive hits, soul maps, following the signs. Okay, so there's a lot of telepathic energy here, drawing each other in. Sick and tired, over it, moving on, decision made, repetitive cycle. I feel like this is for a Cancer. This feels like a very spiritual kind of reading. I could just feel it right off the bat. Like already I'm feeling it. Okay. This could have started. Some of you are like, this was my twin flame. And oh my God, now I'm the dark night of the souls. And this was just so painful. And I wish I just picked a soulmate energy. I feel this energy here with spiral. And I feel that for some of you, it got so bad that you just had to let go. Let go. Now, you also could have had an individual here who made a quick decision here to let you go. And this could have been absolutely a person here who ghosted you, ran away from you, just was sick and tired of the fighting, of the back and forth energy here. It was very hot to begin with, but at the same time, it could be heavy. All right. Who is this person? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Welcome back, JP. Queen of Swords. So this is an individual here. They very much have detached from their emotions. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, could be dealing with an air sign. But I also feel like this person here has been heartbroken really bad before you. I feel almost like, Cancer, you're dealing with a person here who's very authentic, very truthful, but extremely cutting. And they may have a tendency here to really put up strong boundaries to protect their emotions. And so that's why they detach. They just do. All right. But how they're showing up here is someone here who's definitely thinking about the connection. Let's see why they're drawn to it. Why are they drawn to Cancer? Knight of Swords. They're drawn to you because you are the one who went quiet. You are the one who went quiet. This is a person here who had something to say for you and has a lot to say. But it's like, come back. I got something to tell you. But you see this tower in the background? I feel like this person here is like, wants to talk to you, wants to say something to you, and is like, hey, but your silence here has caused a storm in this individual. It just simply has. And so they're kind of between a rock and a hard place here, on the crossroads of a little confusion. Maybe this is a person here, Cancer, you chased a lot. But I feel like there is this energy here of like, I can't chase anymore. I can't do it this way. I have to let this go. If they don't want me, they don't want me. So I feel like this Cancer here was just like, I no, I can't accept this. What this connection here feels like, that 5 of Wands. You're welcome. I feel like this individual here, there's just such a fighting energy about them, very competitive. And hopefully not competitive here with you, but I also feel like there's a lot of people involved, jealousy involved, wanting to have their cake and eat it too, then wants you to like be grateful and appreciative for them, like buying your time and energy. This is how it was with this individual. It was like this jealousy, yet this attraction. And at the same time, you're like trying to prove that like you're better, but it's like, no, it's not working that way. They're not a god. They might act like one though. And they might act like one. Movement towards you. Reversals are now up. Are they coming towards you? So they're not necessarily coming towards you, still feel like that runner energy here. I think this person here is getting annoyed that you are still on their mind. Okay. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about the past. They're like, why am I still freaking thinking about Cancer? They're thinking about like all of this and how it just was so much for them and that they couldn't deal with it. But again, a lot of swords here. It has to do with the separation. It has to do with the quietness. It has to do with the fact that you just let them be. You just stop chasing. Their emotional feelings towards you, Cancer. Oh, they're heartbroken. They might not tell you about it, but they are. This is a person here who's like, well, Cancer was too much, but at the same time, they never came to try to talk to me. They wanted to, the energy here is, Cancer, do the dirty work for me so I can entertain this and we can talk again. That's what it feels like. Will they approach or remain observing here? No, they're not going to approach you here. The Knight of Swords energy here coming out twice, okay? This is a person here who wants you to do the dirty work. They may do things to get your attention. And it could be like posting pictures online or telling mutual friends about something here about their lives that comes up in conversations. They may be doing things here to try to get your attention. But the thing is, it's not working. It's not working. Cancer, if you do hear about it, you're just seem very unbothered by this individual. And they know it. What it may feel like to be with them. Honestly, it would feel like you weren't even picked anyway. Even if you did open the conversation here with this individual here, Cancer, it would just be feeling rejected and on your own anyway. They would never be around, or they would just be dismissing something here. This is a person here who likes to have their cake and eat it too. They like the idea of you, but at the same time, it's like whenever the favor is good for them. Potential of this connection. Seven of Swords, they would still continue to lie. They would still look for relationships here. They would give that competitive nature. I feel this person here does like to bring others in so that they look like they love people to chase them or to be seen or to be validated. But I also feel this is a person here who would throw it back in your face to see if they could rustle your feathers, to see if you still would have emotion, like feelings for them or emotions. This person's a player. Possible complication here. We got the Queen of Cups here reverse. Well, the complications are this person is very manipulative when it comes to your perfectionism and knows it, how intuitive, how graceful you are, how passionate you are with making something perfect. And so what they like to do is to toy with your emotions so that you can be overreactive. So if you cause some kind of ruckus or you cause a huge emotion, they can turn around and go, oh, can you believe how crazy Cancer is being? Or, oh, I would never react that way. But yet they know how to push your buttons. They simply do. What my Cancer collective here should consider when it comes to this person. Oh my God. I mean, Ring of Fire. Burn, burn, burn. This is a person here who would still argue with you, still think they're the shit, still, and I feel this energy of her like being almost like a ghost, like having the back here. But notice how you're not in the forefront. It's just something here where it's like, oh yeah, and then there's Cancer. Like again, secondary. They would still treat you like secondary. They wouldn't protect you. They wouldn't have your back. They wouldn't. Spirit's guidance here for navigating this connection here. You are in the precipice here, Cancer, of having a new start. And you are an individual here who can be very optimistic when it comes to love, which is a beautiful thing, but you're also very protected. And I feel that, see this fox? I feel that this individual here who's drawn to you really, really, really knows how to be sly and manipulative when it comes to your passion, your love, your desire, your devotion. So Spirit is saying, make sure that you're marrying back that passion, that desire, the devotion back to you, and not allowing someone here to take advantage of you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we got Leo up next. Leo is up next. Welcome back, Debbie. How you doing? Guys, we still have a goal tonight. Who's gonna be the person here rips the band-aid off here? We need 5 sponsors here tonight so that we can unlock the goal. Chat is quiet tonight. You guys all just run down. It's been a long week. You guys have a long week? Papa's like, I'm here for my Leo reading. Debbie, I'm doing great. I'm managing my energy really, really well. I had a lot of technical glitches this week. Had a lot of challenges in life in general, but I'm managing really, really well. And so thank you for asking. And I'm enjoying myself with all of the management because I'm creating space for myself to do fun things. I'm still doing it. You're getting ready for an event. Not enough time. I know. I hear you. I hear you. Time is flying. All right, Leo, my lions. You ready? The person who is drawn to you right now. Spirit, who is this person that is drawn to Leo, my lions and lionesses? Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends. So this is a person here who is willing to compromise. Choice energy, lover's energy is coming, energy, feeling. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Ooh, make it rain, blessings, entrepreneurship, manifesting abundance. This is a power couple? Is this a power couple? It's a deal. I don't know if there's just a deep friendship or bond, or there's something to do with creating a lot of prosperity in the future. And this person here wants that here with you, wants it with you. And there's something about those deep conversations. Maybe it happens in the morning, but I feel that there's something about a handshake. There's something here about it's the most least romantic thing, but at the same time, it's showcasing, I got you. All right. So this is a person here, when there's conflict that comes up, they're like, what can we do? How can we resolve this? Okay. It's not a bad thing. Maybe some of you met this individual at work or through community, school. Who is this person and their energy? No reversals in this. Oh, the star, Aquarius energy. This person's got their shit together. I'm going to say it again. Leo, this person has their shit together. They've been through the ringer. They've been through the rock bottom. But, the tower has not been back into this individual. They're healing. They have faith. They trust. They believe in miracles. This person here also forgives. They can see both sides. Forgiveness. They care deeply. There's a religious nature to this individual. And if it's not religious, it's spiritual. They have a very deep connection with source, with the universe, God. But they could be very quiet. They could be very reserved. They could be very intuitive. Why are they drawn to Leo? The Five of Pentacles. There's a not enough wound. There's making things right. There's a little bit of an energy here of wanting to, God, invest wisely. I don't know. There's almost this energy that I feel that this individual, here's Pegasus. I feel Pegasus in the back there. You see that? See Pegasus in the back? And Pegasus, there's just this energy here where whatever, this is definitely someone you have a past connection with. But what hurt this relationship was either time, effort, or financial reasons. And it left a really bad mark. And so this person here feels like they owe you something. They owe you. Some of you literally, they owe you. What the connection feels like with them. Nine of Wands. There's Atlas kind of energy I'm feeling. I feel like that somebody here had very strong boundaries, whether it was you or them, but I want to say it's more on them, about doing everything on their own, being very hyper vigilant and independent. And that could have been because of trauma or anything going on here. There's wounds here, but there's also a lot of guarded emotions that haven't been released. And so I do believe, if this is the card here, what the connection feels like with this person is that this person was constantly on guard, could have even been defensive here with you. All right. And maybe this is a person here who did not want to compromise in the beginning, but is realizing that if they did compromise, where would have they been? Where would this relationship go? And so this person here is looking at that. But there's also this energy here of not being good enough, not feeling it. How they are coming towards you. Reversals are now up. There's the Tower. Well, you guys have, the worst has already been done. The harvest has already been reaped. They can't really return anything back to you. Some of you, if they owe you something, they know they can't pay that back to you. But this is an individual here who wants to take accountability. And they realize that that could look really, really ugly here with you. Their emotional feelings towards you. They know that it could be really uncomfortable here with you because you call this person out in their bullshit. You have discernment too. You're authentic. You're honest. You're truthful. You're loyal. The Queen of Swords is a very loyal like willing to talk, willing to listen, but also you call this person out. And so their emotions here is, if I don't have my shit together and I open this conversation about feelings or working together or resolving this, I know that they're going to rip me a new one. That's how they already feel. I know Leo's going to put me in my place. Will they approach or remain observing? This person's going to put the work in. I do feel this energy here that it's about showcasing to you that they're serious, that they aren't going to run away. that they aren't going to just disappear. That this person here wants to create something with you. I also feel this power dynamic of actually building a business with one another. Maybe there's been talk about that with this person. What it may feel like to be with this person, Leo. 9 of Cups. Well, some of you are like, this is where some of you are going to drop off, but a lot of you really want this relationship. It does feel like home because this person takes accountability. They aren't going to leave you hanging like they used to. This is a person here who is devoted. So there is wish fulfillment there. It does feel nice. It feels emotionally different than what it did before. Potential of this connection. The 7 of Swords here, reverse, is telling me the secrets, the deceit, the calling out will happen. It will be harsh for this individual to hear. And also, there are going to be some things that this person here says to you that will be hard to hear. Right? Because there are things that this individual may have hidden from you, like what they did with their time and effort, where that money went if they took money from you. Will they approach or remain observing here in that energy? And I'm going to say no at this point. You know, the possible complications here with the world energy. And I'm not saying no, that they're not going to not approach you. I'm just saying that they're not going to skip over it. This is an individual here who feels like there's unfinished business. There's a lot to discuss with you. There could be distance also that is an issue with you. This person could be at a distance from you. This could be long distance relationship. We have Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus energy. But I also feel like the complication here is unfinished business. Having those conversations that are really uncomfortable. But again, coming with a resolution. It is about compromise here for you. Things to consider with this person. Things to consider with this person if you entertain this. Look at that. 3 of Cups. I feel that once you get this off your chest with this individual, is it going to be like all of a sudden you're married and happy and excited? No, but I do feel there's a possibility here for a reunion. To just let it all out and have that conversation and work together with it. All right. Or remain peaceful or friends for some of you. If you can do that, not everybody can be friends with an individual here. They have in the past, but there's a really strong start here for a new beginning. Yeah. Being optimistic and really trusting your intuition here. You have better boundaries now with this person. All right. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. We have Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius energy. We are midway through. For those of you who are listening, don't be shy. Say hello. Don't forget, we have a target goal going on here. If we get 5 donations here on the target goal on YouTube, we will unlock another collective bonus during this live show. Oh, that's exciting, Debbie. Congratulations on your workshop. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie just hit it up. We need 4 more sponsors now. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I appreciate you for your continued support. All right, Virgo. Let's see who is drawn to you. Spirit, who is drawn to Virgo? The person who's drawn to you is planning. There's some hesitation with this individual. They want to take you out. All right. It's nice energy. It's nice. Hey, Joel, welcome. Egg on their face, got caught feeling foolish. Everything backfired. So this is a person. Ugh. Oh boy. What went sour here? It totally backfired on them. Something here was thrown right back at them. This is a person here who may have lied to you about their whereabouts or how they felt about you or about what they wanted in this connection. Hopefully they weren't entertaining other individuals, but got caught tells me that this person here feels like they got caught in a lie. And it is rotten. It is sour. I also feel like this person here may have missed something on their planning. All right. Double date almost like. I almost feel like they promised you something and then another. Could have been that too. But it's like, ugh, you know. So there's some hesitation here, but they are definitely deeply, deeply thinking about you. Let's see what their energy is. Hello, Mitzi. Thank you for the other donation. Appreciate it. The star Aquarius energy here. So this is a person who definitely had a spiritual spanking. The tower has already passed for this individual. There's forgiveness here. I think they have forgiven themselves for the situation. There's not really much forgiveness here needed on your half when they may be asking for forgiveness. But I do feel that this person here still has faith, believes in hopes for a miracle, and is trusting and closer to God more than they ever have. If anything, you made this person here closer to the universe because this awoke in them to how they treat individuals, specifically you. Okay. Big wake up call. The star is a card here of being seen, vulnerable, but also this humble energy. And I feel that this person here is feeling that right now. Why are they drawn to Virgo? King of Cups energy. Thank you, Melody. Three donations. We are 2 away. The King of Cups energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The reason they are so drawn to you is because you have gone quiet. You have gone reserved. You have become the listener. And you may have always been the listener, but they're drawn here about your feelings and not knowing them right now. They're drawn by how loving you can be, compassionate, empathetic, intuitive. You have a very intuitive nature about you, but you are also very caring. You give a shit about people. And that's something here this individual values in you. But there's also like, God, how does Virgo feel about me? What the connection feels like with them. The Ace of Cups. Love. That's what was so deeply hurtful about what happened here. There was genuine love. I love how there's 2 cats here. Cats may be significant to you. This is the first time I've seen this Ace of Cups card, and I love it. I'm like, oh, I love it so much. It almost reminds me of the 2 of Cups card. But it's unconditional. It doesn't have any limits. I do feel that this person genuinely had deep, loving emotions for you and still does. But it also was a wake-up call of how they handle that cup. And for you, it was genuinely love that you poured into an individual. But now you have this cup here kind of going, evaporating into you. You don't give that cup to anybody. You don't. But there's that Two of Cups energy here. And look at that. This is an individual here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who really sees this as they're daydreaming. I feel like this person here goes over every possible way or scenario of how this could work out. May even be faking conversations, pretending that they're you, to see how things would come out. Like, what would Virgo say? How would I come and say here? But they're deeply disappointed with playing with this love. They are. But they also don't know what to do with this cup. They've never had anybody who was enamored with them. They haven't. This is a person here who is like, wait, Virgo likes me? Virgo loves me? And, it may have felt really seen. It may have felt really amazing. But at the same time, they still played with it. They wanted to see how far it could go. They wanted to see if you would eventually leave them. They wanted to see how much they could do with it. Would you still be there? Because I feel like this person here has had their own trauma and situations. So you're not the first person they've done this to, but you are the first person here that didn't. I feel this energy here of not accusing, blaming. You just kind of let them. You just didn't really let them hurt you anymore. But you didn't necessarily rip them a new one either. Okay. So I feel that you just have a very loving nature about yourself for this Virgo. How they are coming towards you right now. Versals are now up. The Empress. Any day now. Any day you're expecting a call here from them. 4 queens in one. I mean, dang. They're coming here with devotion. They're coming here with care. They're sorry here that they mishandled this, and they're looking at it that way. Some of you, they imagine having a family with you. Others of you, it could even be a blended family, but there's something here about creation. How they're coming toward here is mature, responsible, and wanting something more. The potential here, and let's see what their emotional feelings are towards you. The 4 swords. There's that energy here of like, in due time, whenever you're due, in due time, maybe it's been 9 months. I don't know. In due time here, I'll be ready. This person here is not necessarily in a rush to come on in. Now, I do not tell anybody here to wait for love, but they are at peace here in their daydreaming. They're daydreaming a lot about you, and you may feel that energetically. Will they approach, or will they actually remain observing? The 2 of Pentacles here reverse tells me that this individual, is why they are drawn to you, is not feeling ready that it is the right time. So this is a person here who stays in observation mode, stays in nostalgia here with all these cameras. But I also feel like they're kind of doing a life review of how they were before they met you and how it was when they were with you, or at least integrated in your energy. Some of you didn't even get a start here to actually be in a full-on relationship with them. And then the aftermath of you not having you energetically near them. And so they're kind of in this rest period here of looking at that and evaluating that. Hello, Annabelle. What it would feel like to be back with them if they weren't in observing mode. It would still be misaligned. So Libra energy, it's still unfinished business. All right. This individual also may have some legalities going on in their life, whether it is, dealing with a relationship, buttoning things up, assets could be involved. They could have some issues going with their work as well. But this is a person here that if you were to connect now, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be aligned. And they know it too. But that's just showcasing to you like what would happen if you were to entertain this now. It would still be misaligned. You would be giving more. Possible potential. This is potential. This isn't like the all on, potential. This relationship is the Two of Wands here, reverse. So, unfortunately, the plans here, the two of you were absolutely meant to meet one another, to start each other's blueprint of what it was to be in a respectful relationship that worked hand in hand together, building a bridge. The issue is that when you build the bridge here and take things too personally, whether it's perfectionism or whether it's holding on to the past, it can really make a foundation that is not strong or stable. And I feel that there are deep emotions here that still get in the way to make this a really solid bridge. And that's probably the egg on the face, the unworthiness, playing victim mentality. And that's what this person here still would have a tendency to do. They plan and plan and plan, but can they actually build? This sounds like a future tripper a little bit. Possible complication or challenge when it comes to this individual, although I feel like that is the challenge. Seven of Wands. They would consistently be pushing and proving versus trying to work together here with you. Again, this has to do with this person's feelings towards themselves, the unworthiness. They're very defensive. All right. A lot of the stuff, they have put themselves in the mud. But at the same time, it's like, I can get myself out of this, where it's like, if we're a couple, if we're working together, we're supposed to be doing this together. There are certain things that they have to process on their own. But at the same time, they're so defensive here that they push you away a lot, and that would be the biggest issue with this individual. They push you away a lot. Virgo, what you need to consider when it comes to this person, minus the Seven of Wands energy, what you need to consider with this person. Seven of Pentacles. Once this individual here breaks ground, they're slow, they're methodical, they nurture it, they take care of it. But the problem is, and this is where the problem comes in, is it may not be at the pace here that you want it. So you really need to know what really is important to you. Again, I do not encourage anybody to wait for an individual, but some individuals here compromise and say, okay, I'm willing to. But again, what happens out of that a lot of times is bitterness, resentfulness. It's like, okay, when are they going to pay attention to me? When are they going to see this? When are we going to get somewhere? When we're going to move there? It's a very, very slow pace. And this person here is still working on their own stability. And that is half of the problem here, is that their own stability here is on the table. Okay. A lot of you, this person is having issues with friends and relationships. We have the 10 of Cups here, which is Spirit's guidance for navigating this connection. This person here is absolutely a spiritual connection. This is an individual here you may have even had a past life with. But, there's still this energy of genuine love, family, togetherness. And it may have had its point or season for it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to happen in this lifetime. Spirit is also encouraging you here of knowing that you deserve love. You deserve a relationship here that is devoted to you, and this is a person here's devotion here comes with the stipend of how much more can I give because I don't feel I can do it or I'm not good enough. Victim mentality. And this is a relationship here of, hey, let's discuss, let's communicate, let's have a heart to heart. All right. And if this is something that's missing the relationship, I don't see it fully developing like that until this person here is in that maturity level on their own state. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Libra. Libra is next. We got a couple of stars on here. We have 2 more donations needed here to unlock the bonus. Thanks again to Debbie. Thank you so much. She put it towards the Virgo. Mitzi, thank you. Good evening, guys. We'll be right back for Scorpio and Aquarius. We'll see you. We'll see you back there. And thank you, Melody, here for also contributing here. So these are individuals who contributed to the live here so that you guys can get, well, the bonus. The bonus, paying it forward. All right, let's do it. Right? Yeah, thank everybody. It's awesome. Libra. Libra is up next. Libra, my scales. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Spirit, who is this person here who's drawn to Libra? This is a person here who's coming clean. They want to confess. They want to open up. They want to be truthful. There's raw emotions here. So you already know this individual. Toxic environment, bad advice, low vibrational, emotional leeching, karmic relationships. I feel like you're dealing with an individual who may be surrounded by people who are not the greatest influences, and they may have discouraged this individual for really going for this connection. I do feel that you two have an amazing connection, deep conversations. Maybe the city is something significant here to you, but I feel that with all the commotion here, that the two of you kind of have those really, really heart-to-heart conversations when you get into a conversation. But it does feel very platonic. It does feel very much like friendship. I don't know if this even ever came out to be anything more. I do feel that this person here enjoyed your company to get away from this, getting away from this. People who leached on them, maybe an ex, maybe there's just this energy here of wanting to get away with Libra. And they saw you as someone here who felt safe, like home to them. All right. But there's karmic situations here, could even be family. Who is this person to Libra? Who is this person to Libra? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. 6 of Cups. So again, deep friendship, a soulmate, someone that has a very childlike energy, playful. This is a person here that you have a lot of good memories with. You do. So I feel like this is a friendship. Libra, I feel like this is a person here that you may not even know has romantic feelings for you. Could even feel like a secret admirer here to you. But there's deep friendship involved. You have a past with this individual. Some of you could be childhood friends with this person. Why are they drawn to Libra? Again, it's having a start. This is someone here you have not been in a relationship with, not a romantic relationship. I'm just going to say it, Libra. All right. You have not had a romantic relationship with this individual. They are a deep admirer, but I do feel like this is a friend. And I do feel like the reason they're drawn to you is that they have shed some toxicity in their life and wanting to have a fresh new start and be open to love. And so they're trying to remain optimistic and lighthearted. Yeah, they're a little bit naive. Yeah, they've been a little bit sly. I feel like this person here has been hiding emotions here from this Libra. I do. What this connection feels like with them. The 8 of Pentacles. Did you meet this person through work or through school or through community? Because I feel like your head is down and, it just feels like a very platonic energy, like you're working. I feel like this person here sees you as a really hard worker, someone here who's devoted to whatever it is you like to do. Whether it is your hobbies, whether it is your job, whether it is doing things around the house, you put a lot of time and effort. This individual here may be an individual who likes to help you as well. Could be a person here who offers you assistance. If like you need some help around the house or something like that, or I just feels like a very genuine friend. Being truthful, raw emotions. This person here, maybe they're afraid of emotion, so they started working a lot. All right. Maybe that was hard for you to read this individual here because, maybe you had a little bit of an inkling, maybe a little bit, but most of you are not going to even fathom that this person here is interested in you. It's like, what? We've been friends a long time, or if there's just this energy, if you haven't been friends for a long time, this is a person here that feels like an old soul here to you. Like you just feel so comfortable with them. Again, it's the way that the two of you light each other up when you're in conversations, in connection. That's what it feels like. How are they coming towards Libra? Reversals are now up. Ooh, I almost took the whole deck out. We're not going to do that. We're not taking the whole deck tonight, Spirit. How are they coming towards Libra? Look at that. The 6 of Cups here reversed. So this is someone here that may feel like they had a shot here to open up with you, a window, and got discouraged by individuals here that either have a very negative aspect, not necessarily on you, but on love. And so this is a person who's like, well, I shouldn't even try it. Or maybe relationships aren't for me. But again, you got the 6 of Cups here twice. And the fact that it's reversal is a person here who's afraid of, it's not that they're afraid of commitment. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid it won't work out. They're afraid there's going to be disappointment. And how they're coming towards you is there's so fear of this. They're trying to be brave, but there's fear here of like, what if I get rejected? What if this ruins the entire friendship? I don't know if I could be friends with Libra. Will Libra want to be friends with me if I open up about my emotions and feeling? What if they don't want this? Their emotional feelings towards you here. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, they just can't hold on to it anymore. Not holding on to you. It's becoming very, very heavy. Not just expressing their feelings. They're at their limit. All right. But I also feel like this person feels like they have a lot of baggage. And that could also be the hesitation here of why they don't step forward. Maybe it is an ex. Maybe it is a relationship that isn't serve them anymore. Maybe it is family members. But this person has a lot of responsibilities that they feel that they have to take accountability on. And to bring you in there or to open that up means that they would have to create room and space for that. But they're at the limit here of like, can I give emotionally to Libra the way they deserve? The way they may desire. They don't know. They've never really asked you this. Will they approach or remain observing? The Queen of Wands energy here. Well, I would say could be dealing with a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person here is building their confidence. I feel this sexual desire here of wanting to impress you. So, will they approach you? Yeah, but they want to do it in the way that brings you happiness, excitement. They want to create something special here for this. This is not a person here who's just going to be like, hey, I need to talk to you. This is a person here who wants to create an experience here for you. And this person here may be very creative. Maybe they are a writer or a musician or an artist, but it's something here to bring you like pleasure. And I do feel like it's also expressing it with a gift. There's something here. Maybe this person here's their love language is of active service. Active service. Yeah. Wanting to do a favor for you or wanting to create something for you. Maybe this person here is really good with their hands. What it may feel like to be with them. What would it feel like to be with them? We have the 10 of Pentacles here reversed. Well, it would be entirely a completely different relationship than you could ever fathom. And it's not saying things wouldn't be happy to be with them. It would just be that you would have to, I think that this person here, sadly, would have to choose amongst this. Okay. This person knows that. They know it. Whatever is toxic around them, they would have to let this go. So there's this energy here of doing this, of wanting that. But there's also this energy here of having to deal with the toxicity repercussions of them choosing you. Okay. Family, an ex, friends, especially when they're used to Libra, this person here being there for them, handling everything. I feel like this person here fixes a lot of things. Potential of this connection. We have the 2 of Wands here reverse. I do feel, again, it has to do with the other individuals trying to get in the way of this connection. I also feel that this person here tends to be a perfectionist and tends to redesign, come again. It's this energy of like, what can I do? What can I create? How can I make this better? Again, it's this energy of like wanting to express, wanting to build, but they're so far advanced rather than being present in the moment. And interesting enough, when they're in their art, when they're in their zone and they're present and they present something to you, that's what would really get this relationship going. But the issue is that this person here goes back and forth a lot. Okay. Distance could also be a situation here. This is someone here. It's almost like city and nature. So, this could be someone here in a completely different background than you, or there could be long distance. Possible complication or challenge, although I think we feel like I got that there with that 2 of Wands. The Page of Wands here, it's that initial start here, and then they burn into having to have everything perfect, okay? And then this immaturity here thing of like burning it down to the ground where it's like, okay, it's not going to work that way. I also feel that this person here is being heavily naive and optimistic about how much this has affected them in this, not just this connection in their life. Okay. So this could be bad habits that this person here is repeating, and they have to, it's not easy to recover. Some of you, it is addiction. Some of you, again, it's just toxicity or being around that, it's recovery. It's needing to get help for that. It's needing to get assistance with that, but it's also, needing to not scrutinize it to the part here where they don't move forward. And so that's going to be a challenge with this individual here, is that once they confess once they come clean, once they open up their emotions, to be mature about it, because they feel like at that point they feel a relief. There may even be sexual desire. There may be this energy here of wanting to have a hookup, but is it serious? And so that's something you need to worry, not consider with this person, not worry, but consider. What my Libras need to consider also with this individual. We have the Queen of Wands again. This person is very passionate. They do have an ego, but that ego here is driven by, that has helped them build consistency in their confidence. When they make a decision and they want something, they go after it. And this person here does have a drive for that. And I do feel this immense amount of sexual energy that's coming out with this emotion. Will they mishandle it, mistreat you? It has a lot to do with the mishandling, more with the fact that they're dealing with this baggage. Okay. And that could be part of like the mistreatment here. But this person here does actually have a lot of devotion. If they can get through this shit, they'd have to let it go, like really let it go. Navigating this connection, 4 wands. There's actually a potential here of a true match, but this would have to go. And some of you, that's going to be hard because it's family. I'm not saying it's going to be just children, but it's family. So, there's something about creating space and time for this union, for this to grow, for this to mature, for this to happen. But there's a competitive nature here of some people who will be against this. And that's something this individual has to manage. Okay. But I do feel this person's going to choose you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If this resonates, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up next. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and we do have a bonus collective, and we are 2 donations away from unlocking another bonus. So if you want that other bonus, go ahead and hit that target over on YouTube, and we'll get to it. Don't be shy. Scorpio is up. Ooh, these readings are long tonight. I knew the spread was going to be a little bit longer, but I didn't think it was going to be that much longer. I was like, dang, we still got 5 more readings. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Sometimes you guys get treats. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Who is drawn to you, Scorpio? Who's drawn to you? Right place, right time, alignment, divine timing, meant to be. So this is someone here that you met in the right time in the right place. Interesting. Oh, my goodness. How much more spiritual can we get here? Twin flames, a soul contract, divine timing, synchronicities. Let's see what the energy is of the person before I dive into this reading. This is interesting. Because I feel like there's something about cultural differences, could be long distance, could be something here where it's not that it was the wrong time. It's just this connection is so spiritual, and it's going to feel like, I feel like I've known you before. How is this person here showing up to Scorpio? We have the 3 long distance. Again, long distance, you're a catch. I feel like this is not a relationship that has sparked yet. This is someone here. Either you've met through travels, you've met through work, through friend. There's something here about you going in their vicinity while they were working or while they were doing their hobby. There's something that they were working on, but it's like you got this person's attention. They didn't anticipate this. Why they are drawn to Scorpio. Oh, this isn't necessarily something they did. This is something here where they go, holy crap, has Scorpio been through the ringer? There's something here about your past that intrigues this individual. So, how do they know about your past? Do you know individuals here? I feel like this person here learns stuff about you through others. Like, oh, that's like, I don't know, maybe they say, hey, who is that person? And they go, oh, that's Scorpio. And they're like, oh, they seem so amazing. I don't know. We're going to see how do they feel? They're drawn to you about the 10 there, but let's see what the connection feels like with them before I go into that story. I want to make sure it's right here. Okay. 7 of Wands. So there's a little defensive energy here when you meet this individual. And it's like, I'm not looking for love. I'm not, maybe you are going away on a trip or you're trying to blow off steam because you've been hurt. There's something here about how you've been hurt that attracts this individual. Not that they can fix you, but they can see why you're so standoffish, or they can see why you're cutting off to this individual. But this person's kind of enamored by you. It's like, what's that story? What does Scorpio have to say? What happened in Scorpio's past that makes them so defensive and say, no, love is not for me, So they're definitely seeing how you're defensive, having a new start, trying to blow off steam. Yet at the same time, they're intrigued by you. I don't know. It's almost like you're going to like a restaurant or you're going to have fun or letting loose with your friends. And this is like, this person here is at service and is like hearing about you. All right. But there's something here in that conversation. We're going to see what this is about. This one's interesting. How they're coming towards you. Reversals are now up, Scorpio. The moon energy, just this intuitive notion of wanting to learn more about you. What is Scorpio's secrets? What happened in Scorpio's life? I want to get to know Scorpio a little bit better. Why are there so many fears here? Why are they so against love? They may have a dog here. They may have a dog. It's something significant to them. Emotional feelings here towards you. The 3 of Cups here reverse. So they're not an individual here you truly consider like in your friend circle now. They're outside of the friend circle. So this sounds like somebody here who mutually knows you through friends or because you went to a specific place and they see you hanging out with individuals. They see you with your people. All right. But again, you got people around you to protect you who are there for you. And so this individual is kind of like enamored by that and is like, sounds like they're trying to get Scorpio out of their house, Scorpio back out there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you're going through a loss. Maybe you have some friends here like, it's time to get out, Scorpio. You can't be moping around. But this person here is enamored by it. What it's going to feel like here with them. The 8 of Pentacles here reverse tells me you're going to fight this. This is something where it's like, nah, this is very platonic, or no, they're just my server, or no, it's I'm just here to entertain what I got to do so I can get myself out of the house. I don't even feel like you're dressed for this experience, Scorpio. Some of you, it's going to be like, you're not dressed to the nines. You're just not here to impress anybody. You've kind of given up on looking to impress anybody in this point, but you're just considering the task here of doing what you got to do. And it has to do something creative. What it would feel like to be with this person. This is what's so wild. You ready for this? What it feel like to be with this person? mean, this person here would be a day difference to what you would be receiving before. This is a person here who'd be devoted to you, could be dealing with the Leo, could be a family man or a family gal. But I just feel this energy that, moon and the sun energy. I just thought of that. We have the moon and we have the sun. There's just something here about the two of you being aligned and meeting at the right time, but it may not feel like the right time for you. But there's something here about how this person here is just enamored by feeling like they know you or they want to get to know you. But actually, it's a relationship here that would bring a lot of clarity and devotion to you. Potential of this connection. Oh my God, stop. Star. It's one of those weird destiny moments, Aquarius. Again, I feel like this is outside of your home. Look, got camping now. Maybe that's something that's significant here to you. All right, camping, outside, being somewhere. What's that movie? Eat, Pray, Love. Eat, Pray, Love is is the movie where, it's like a spiritual awakening, trying to figure out yourself. And that's where, she falls in love and is not ready for it. But there's just something in this level here of finding oneself and getting to know oneself. But that's when you meet this individual. That's when this person here feels it. Now, the potential issue here could be location. Again, location. Okay. Again, it's not your necessary place that you go, but I do feel like there's distance here. Okay. And it doesn't feel like it's a hop, skip, and away distance. It feels like some of you a whole nother state or the other side of the state or a whole nother country. But the Two of Wands here isn't, that could be a complication here, is that it would end up being a long distance relationship, but it's one that will make you happy. What you need to consider with this individual, no reversals. Hot diggity dog. Okay. They have a very mysterious side to them, don't they? Don't they? We have the High Priestess energy. Things to know about this person is they're very intuitive. Even though that they want to get to know you or feel you, or this is a person here who can finish your sentences. This is a person here who's going to know what you want, what you desire before you even actually say what you want or desire. Okay. This is a person here who really has a close connection here with source. And so that's how they are. They could be very much an intuitive person, a reader. Doesn't have to be a reader or psychic, but they have very intuitive and psychic abilities here that they utilize in this connection. Guidance here for navigating. We have the moon again. Are you kidding me? Came out twice. Pisces energy. Could be dealing with another water sign. Trust your intuition. I also just feel like, being totally different, but this is somebody here who's part of your pact, which is amazing. Is totally amazing. But again, I do feel like Scorpio, this is a long distance relationship or one to be, but what you need to trust here is that you're not going to be alone on this journey here. This is someone here who's going to be by your side, and it's going to be a day and night difference of what you had in the past. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If this reading here resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side, and we're going to get to Sagittarius. Welcome back, Mitzi. Welcome back. We are two sponsors away from the bonus, guys. We have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius left. Can we possibly get 2 more donations before Aquarius? Because if we reach Aquarius and don't get them, then we're closing up. Then we only get 1 collective bonus. We're so close. We are so darn close. All right, here we go. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Sagittarius. Who is drawn to you? Someone, oh God, jealousy, black magic, holding a grudge, mad, you're gone. All right, so this is somebody you have a past with. God, oh boy. How can we go from such a beautiful reading and then we go into this shit? Green and yellow may be significant colors here for you. But here's the thing. I feel, and they want to talk about the colors. Okay, green, yes. Envy, but I also feel this energy of your heart space and your confidence comes with that yellow sacral chakra area. I feel like, sadly, this is about a person who is drawn to you because they are jealous of you. And some of you were actually in a full-on commitment with this individual, and it was ridiculous because it became more a competitive nature versus being there for each other. This person here was jealous of your open heart space, of your confidence, and it's something here that they really lack. And it could actually affect the connection here, really in a bad way. Really. Let's see how they're showing up. Who is this person that is drawn to Sagittarius? Remember, no reversals in initial story play. Somebody here. Ooh. They do have guilt. They do have shame. They do miss you. But they're also in victim mentality. Like, woe is me. How can this happen to me? You know, I don't feel this person really is fully on taking responsibility or accountability. It's like, I screwed this up, but at the same time, not really saying how, why, that kind of accountability, how to fix it. You know, some things they can't fix. Some things are just so broken and just admitting I screwed up. I think this person had a really hard time saying that. I do. I feel like they had a really hard time saying that. Interesting enough, there's only one cup floating here, but all of these are upright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And such a missed opportunity here with you for this Sagittarius, like massive missed opportunity. Why are they drawn to Sagittarius? Because you're independent, because you're confident, because you're stable, because you have your shit together, because you don't need them. You may have desired them, you may have wanted them, but you don't actually need them. And this is a person here who needs to feel needed. It builds their character, it builds their strength. And so to them, they wish they were as unbothered as you. They wish that there's something here. I mean, maybe you're doing really well financially. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. But I feel like this person here, instead of loving you, that was unconditional, it was more like, I want what you have. What the connection feels like with them. 8 of Pentacles. The connection feels like you would be putting all of the goddamn work. And some of you did. You tried to fix this individual. You just put so much damn work, once you, and that's the thing that drove this person nuts. You never stopped. You were consistent. You were adamant. You were devoted. You were practical, but at the same time, you were showing them, this is how you could do it. This is how you can fix this. This is how you could do that. And that drove this person nuts. Nuts. Because you just took it on. Some of you became the parent of this individual, literally. Right? Mothered them or fathered them. And it was like, nobody wants to feel that energy. But there's just something here of like, oh, I'll show you how it's done, and making it so easy. And that's what it felt like. It felt like you were consistently working hard to showcase that you could be more, or how you could be there for them. But when was this person here ever for you? How they're coming towards you, the movement. Reversals are now up. How are they coming towards Sagittarius? Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Well, that's emotion. But again, Five of Cups here. It's nostalgia. Romanticize, an apology. Is it dreamy? Yes. Is it romantic? Yes. But the glasses here tell me there's something here going on. So let's see. How are they emotionally feeling still about Sagittarius here? This is a person here who would still play games with you because everything is going right for you. They want to see if they have a way back in, and their way back in is playing victim. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I do want something serious with you. But here's the thing. The Six of Wands here is like, once they get that, and once you say, okay, they're like, gotcha. Gotcha. That's how they feel about you. They want to see you break down. Will they remain, will they approach or remain observing here? The Four of Cups means they're going to try to get you. They are. Be prepared to hear from this individual if you haven't already. But I do feel like this person's going to lay it on thick. I feel like they're going to love bomb you. They're going to tell you, oh, it's been awful and I miss you. And I'm just so sorry. I'm so jealous because I don't want to lose you to anybody else kind of thing. But I feel like this person here isolated you. I feel like this person here tried to keep you like, just brought you down, like, you know, really tried to bring you down, but you're doing well right now. They may even present this as a missed opportunity. Yeah. What it may feel like to be with them with this Knight of Cups energy. Oh, all of a sudden you're getting the attention. All of a sudden everything's perfect. All of a sudden you're being seen. Aquarius energy. It would also feel like a miracle. Oh, they see me now. They view me now. Oh, this feels so amazing. But what is the potential of the connection? It would be short-lived. This person here would only be able to be enamored for a short amount of time before it become too much again. So yeah, it would feel like you were the center of attention, but the consistency of it here, Libra energy, would be not matched. I also feel like this person here has some baggage. And some of you, it's another relationship. They may have ran to another connection and then come back to you. Possible complication or challenge in this connection. Dang, told you, there's the baggage. I told you this person has baggage. It's not just baggage here, what they caused here with you. It's baggage that they went to. The grass was not greener on the other side here for some of you. But this is a person here who's stuck with a lot, and they know that if you get to it, well, you'll just take care of it because they're used to you doing it, fixing up their mess. Sagittarius collective, what you need to consider with this person and this mess. The moon energy, you need to trust your intuition and not so much what this individual here talks when it comes to emotional feelings. Okay. There are certain things that you will not be able to see with this person, and you're being asked here to ask questions about it. You know, this fear here is absolutely present in this, okay? And the fear here is a person here is going to be like, oh, I'll never do that again. How do you navigate this? I'm telling you, this is a person who's done this to several individuals with this mask, not just you. So ask questions, but also realize what this person, ask a question, what are they escaping, you know? And you may not be able, you can intuitively ask this. You don't have to ask them like face to face, but there's something here that you can see the patterns here of what they're trying to escape. Why now? Why now is another good question. Capricorn energy. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side We got Capricorn up next. We got 2 more donations, guys, and we are at the tail end. If we don't get 2 donations by Aquarius, then we are closing out the collective bonus. Just is what it is. Just is what it is. Capricorn is up. Capricorn and Aquarius are coming. And don't forget, guys, we got the collective bonus. But will we unlock the extra bonus? We're so close. We're so close. Oh, we got 1 left. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie went ahead and put another donation down. We are you guys, we are 1 sponsor away from unlocking another bonus. Who's going to be? Who's going to pay it forward for the other collective? Remember, when you pay it forward, it only comes back tenfold for you. Hey, Tyam. Are you new? I didn't recognize your name. Thanks for being here. Capricorn. Capricorn is up. Where are my Cappies at? Capricorn, let's see what's going on. Who is this person drawn to you? We have Capricorn, Aquarius left and a collective bonus. We are 1 donation away. Oh my God, are you guys going to be able to do it? Are you guys going to be able to do it? If we don't get it by Aquarius, then, you know, it is what it is. You're so close. You've had some close nights. All right, who is this person? Oh, there's a push and pull energy here. Controlled, unbalanced, pride and ego, power struggles with this person. Oh boy. Thank you, Tyann. We just did it. We just did it. I appreciate it, guys. And I know the collective appreciates it too. We did it. We did it. Congratulations. Goal is reached, guys. All right. I don't like to interrupt the readings, but we were right in the beginning, so it's okay. What else is going on here? Oh, God. I don't know. I don't know if I can handle one of these readings. I don't know if I can handle another reading like this. This person is desperate. This person is going through the ringer. What happened? What happened? Did you let go? Did you let go of this rope? Were you like, F this, I'm out? Ooh. Let's see the energy of this person. Oh my God. That's going to be one of these readings. I can feel it. Oh, you know what? I'm using the wrong cards, but you know what? We're going to flip it because, you know, happy accidents here like Bob Ross. So we're going to use the other deck. I'm going to have to flip this. Obviously, they wanted to showcase that this person here likes pizza. This person here is, listen, they might have some issues with some stability here. They may be like comfortable doing a job where they could actually do like make more if they actually up leveled. And I feel like that's what this individual does with this connection. Okay. Very slow, very methodical, just chill. Maybe they were like, no, we're just friends. Maybe you were friends with benefits. We're just friends. Like to hang out. Pizza delivery guy. Why are they drawn to Capricorn? Oh, it's like, you got it. Because you're so loving, so sincere. Um, Knight of Cups is emotions. There's just something here about your emotion, your devotion, how you're an individual here who just offers your cup. They're like, I'm thirsty. I forgot the drink. And this is a person, this is you. Oh, I got it. All right. You're both coming up as knights, but you're like, the Knight of Cups can be very dreamy. But why they are drawn to you is how romantic you can be. You might have a tendency to wear rose-colored glasses. Really fall for potential. That's why they're drawn to you. What the connection feels like with this individual, Capricorn. Oh my God. Yeah. Heartbreak. I am alone. I am utterly alone. Beetlejuice. That's my Beetlejuice card. Dark. It's like, yeah, that was a shit show. Yeah, was it worth the sex? I'm not sure. Like, you might have a cigarette about it, but you're trying to be like, listen, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend that wasn't a complete dumpster dive. I don't know. Capricorn, I feel like you may have romanticized somebody here who really, like, after looking at it, you're like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? But is this individual drawn to you? Yeah, they're still drawn to you. Yeah, they're still thirsty for you. They're still hungry here for you. All right, we're using these cards now here. The reversals are now up. We're flipping it around. Apparently, Capricorn, you're all flipped around here. Just is what it is. How are they coming towards you? The World. Well, the World is, a rebirth, a connection. We have Taurus, we have Scorpio, we have Aquarius and Leo energy. But I also feel like, are you at a distance from this person? Is this a long distance connection? Is that the problem? Is that like you two aren't at the same location? Maybe you met this individual online. I feel like how this person's coming towards you is, from far away. Feels like that. Their emotional feelings here towards you. High Priestess, you've gone quiet. They're like, where is Capricorn? Are you a reader? Are you very psychic? Have you just gone black? Have you just gone dark? This person, Hecate is what I just heard. I feel like you're the torchbearer. You've like gone into the underworld here. This individual is like, where did Capricorn go? And Capricorn's like, I'm healing. Leave me be. I'm going liminal. I'm going in my subconscious. I'm doing the shadow work. I'm doing the mirror work. All right. Will they approach or remain observing? Well, they ain't going anywhere. I'm sorry. They're not. This is a person here who will remain observing. Man, they are also going through some massive issues. And a lot of you, it's another connection. It is. Okay. That could have been what blew this up, was this person here put you in a third party scenario here, baboon. I just feel like this Taurus energy. I feel like this individual here does not take commitment serious because they like to be free. They like to do whatever they want to do and desire. But this is also a person here is immature. So there could be an age difference between the two of you for some of you. What it may feel like to be with them. Oh God, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I want to pull this for you. What would it feel like to be with this person, Capricorn? The Star. It would feel amazing in the beginning. It would be like, this is what I wanted, right? But at the same time, the Star here is all about forgiveness, a miracle, having faith, being vulnerable, being open, being seen. That's also something that can stay with consistency. I also feel like a person here would try to take your light. try to take that scene. Okay. Remember, desperation, life in flames. It may feel like wish fulfillment in the beginning, but it's not necessarily something here that would land, but we'll see. What's the potential of this connection? What's the potential here of being seen and validated by one hot second or one hot hookup? Remember, it's that push and pull dynamic. You would still be in the same boat. Yeah. Literally, you would still be in the same boat. There would be no decision making. Again, this person here is the Knight of Pentacles. They're chill. They're comfortable and being non-committal. It's like, hey, when we connect, we connect. When we don't, we don't. And that's okay. But no, you have been through hell and back. And you're like, do I really want that in my life? Do I really want to always be the person here who's not chosen, who's not picked? I'm going to say no. I don't think anybody wants that. The possible complication or challenge with this individual, the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There's another individual here. Who's this? This is also a big issue, is that they got someone here who's pretty pissed off at them. That is not you. Okay. It could be a family member here too. But this is something here that this person here is pretty much on this person's ass for, could be cheating, could be lying, could be responsibilities, could be an overbearing mother for some of you. But this is the complication, is that they still got someone in their life who's controlling them. All right. What the collective, for my Capricorn collective, need to consider with this person. No reversals. What do you need to consider with this person? Eight of Wands. Be prepared to hear from them. They will be coming through. Okay. They will. But again, it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. Navigating through there. It's all about quick connection. What's hot on them for the moment. Then they'll disappear. Then they'll ghost. What's navigating to you in this connection here? You got the Hierophant twice. Both of you were spiritually here to learn some lessons in this connection. But I really feel like you've outgrown this too, Capricorn. All right. Some of you are actually meant to be teachers, advisors, counselors, helping others who have been through the same bullshit. Seriously. And it's like, why do I have to be put through this bullshit? Why did I have to have well, because there's other individuals there where your story does matter that may help them. It may, in a really big way. And it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be grand. It could even be, friends or something that are close by to you. But you have a lot of wisdom. And wisdom comes also with empathy, because you've been through something, not necessarily in someone's specific shoes, but something here where you can spiritually here be risen. And there's something more for you that is more about commitment and devotion, but it's not with this individual. I really want to say the commitment and devotion here is about your well-being. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to get to Aquarius, our final zodiac sign reading, but not our final reading for the night. We have two more, because we have hit, bonus time. All right, we got over 100 people in the room, but a lot of people here are always watching the replay here too. So who's live? Let me know that you're live, but by doing so, put your energy into bonus. Even though we have Aquarius coming up, comment bonus with your sign of what you're hoping for the dice to roll, putting that energy in to see if the dice will roll that for you. But also want to take the time here to make sure that you guys have liked this video, because yes, that happens when you go ahead and tap that like. Don't just watch, hit the like. I do appreciate it. And make sure that you guys are setting your notifications here as well for that little bell. Tap it twice so that you get all the notifications of when I go live. And I do go live quite frequently. I try to schedule a week in advance here, and all of my lives are actually scheduled out for next week. And I'll be back here on Sunday for the week ahead. And that's a general readings. Love readings are always on Fridays. Sometimes I have bonus love readings. For those of you who missed the Faded Dice general or love reading on Wednesday, I do encourage you to check the playlist out for March, because that didn't get to be seen. We had some technical glitches starting that, unfortunately. so I didn't get a lot of views on that. Aquarius. One of my favorite signs. I love Aquarius. I love them. I have so many people who are Aquarius in my life, and I don't know if it's because I got a lot of Libra in my chart, but I love them. Oh yeah, Mercury did me dirty. Wednesday, I was like, I had no sound. I've been having tech issues all week. My voice went with me a little bit. My voice is a little bit rough right now, but I've been on also for almost 3 hours. All right, who's got Aquarius here? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Who's drawn to you, Aquarius? Who is this person? Ooh, a love affair. A player, third party, hooking up. Oh boy, possible STD. Oh boy. Hiding their true feelings, mixed signals, deep emotions, secret love, cold attach. This person cheated on you. This is someone from your past, and it's a person here who cheated on you. Their mask is breaking, like in a big way. Some of you may have been married to this individual. Others of you, it's like, yeah, it's just like, oh man. All right, let's see who this person is now. Where he sees this like, we don't judge, Star. All right, who this person is. Ace of Wands. Well, this person has a lot of sexual energy. I do feel like this person here, F around and find out is what I heard. F around and find out. They have a very high sex drive. I don't feel like it was enough with you. And it has nothing to do with you. It's just that this person here utilizes that sexual energy to feed something that is missing in them, not you, in them. Okay. It's like they put all this hard work into it, and then it's like they just can't get enough of it. They like it. They like it. Why are they drawn to Aquarius? 3 of Pentacles. Because you have a really long history with this individual, could have children with this person, but if not, you the history here could be going to school with this person, working with this individual, having mutual friends. There's that hard work, right? There's that hard work. It's such a strong friendship. The two of you worked really well together to build a relationship. That's why this hurt so badly. This hurt so damn badly. What the connection feels like with them. 7 of Swords. Deceit, betrayed, lied to. How could you do this to us? Some of you felt like it was entirely flipped your world around, two-faced, like you had an amazing connection. Some of you an amazing family. But oh my God, they hid so much from you, and it had to do with this. Oh my God. This person here may have a sex addiction. I got to be very PG on here, but just because my channel is, and that's the way I am. But there is a massive addiction when it comes to sexual desires. How they are coming towards you. Judgment. Holy crap. They know what they did. They can't take it back. But there's a part of them that, I don't know. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see what that is. You know, their emotional feelings towards you, because this is something here where it's like death do us part, but at the same time, they killed it. They killed the relationship. Look at that, the Ace of Wands. You know what it is? In some way, you took your power back. Once they held, once they have, now they see you have. You're having a glow up. This Aquarius is doing well. This is Aquarius is taking charge. This Aquarius here is getting attention. And so why they're drawn to you is like, oh, God, I had that. I had that. And I screwed it up. I let it go. F around and find out. That's what this individual did. Will they approach or remain observing? The Queen of Pentacles. Some of you had children with this person. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. I don't feel like it's approaching. I feel like it's watching. Okay. I also feel like this individual, there's that apple here of temptation. Okay. Just always had this temptation, this individual. I feel like if this person here chose another relationship, they're miserable. They are. All right. They're daydreaming about you. But you see this rabbit here is on the shelf. Some of you, they have so much baggage. I'm pointing out to it again, that they have a lot of health concerns or health issues. Not your problem right now. What it may feel like to be with them, if you were with them right now. The Seven of Cups here reversed. Here's what's interesting. It's like there's something about them that has completely shifted or changed, but it's also like dead in them. I think this person here was just used to you always being there. You know, it's complacent. It's like you're like that fine wine, but at the same time, they really miss the attention and the devotion you gave. And so if this person here were to receive that, would they fall in the same patterns here? I feel like this person here just wants to rest. I feel like this person here just wants relief. And so there's a part here of missing how you held them, missing how you held space for them, missing how you were devoted to them. But they would almost be broken. I don't know. It's weird. Potential of this connection here, Aquarius. The Hermit here, reverse. It's there really is no potential with this. This person has changed, but at the same time, their experiences of their own addictions have caused them to be very held back, very bitter, very much watching you from a distance. But it's all this energy of this ice cold of I could have had that, you know? And seeing you burn through that really, you know, it messes with them. Possible complication or challenge when it comes to this individual. Oof, Two of Wands. It's because you are moving forward. You are advancing. Some of you are completely, you have either relocation, a new job. Some of you have a brand new relationship that you're already starting. And this individual is kind of this energy of watching. Aquarius, what the collective here for you need to consider. This person. No reversals on this. Look at that, Four of Pentacles. Grudgy. Holding on to the Midas touch here. You know, they touched it and what happened? Everything turned to gold and turned to shit. All right. This person here took advantage here of you. Some of you, they used you for money or your stability or your support. That's it. And that's what they would use again. They would just sit there and do nothing about it. All right. Some of you have children with this individual. That's why you're still connected to them. And if not children, this is just something showcasing a soulmate energy. I also feel like spirit's guidance here for you is navigating the connection. And I'm going to look underneath the deck here. That 6 of Cups. Yeah, you have the 8 of Swords. I do feel like this person here is watching you either soon or now moving into a new relationship here. And so that's that whole self-sabotage feeling here of you actually having, enjoyment in your life, something that they missed with you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we got the bonus train here. Who's here for the bonus? Who's here for the bonus? We got 2 bonuses, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Star. I'm sorry that happened to you. And we got quite a few people on. It's hard for me to see the numbers, so I appreciate it because I'm on multiple platforms. So I always see skewed numbers, and I'm like, who's where? Where's everybody watching from? I will tell you, it starts getting a little bit weird. I start getting weirded out once I go beyond the hundreds. I'm like, what? Who's watching? Believe it or not, I still do get stage fright. All right, here we go. You guys ready? We got the dice here. Are you ready? We're going to roll in. We're going to roll these dice. Don't forget, if your sign comes up and it's more placements in your chart, this reading may be for you, okay? So Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, of course, if you're cross-watching and their sign comes up, that may be something more significant for you. Let's see what's going on. All right, we got Gemini. Gemini is here. Oh, we're starting off strong with air. We also have Libra. Libra is here. We have Leo. Leo is here. We have Sagittarius. Cancer. And Sagittarius again. Hey, Susan. Welcome. A lot of newbies here tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. So let's give Star a second. She's putting all of the signs on. She probably got a commercial. She always gets commercials when she's got to do this. Oh, she did it. All right. She's like on it. She's probably got Papa like on there with her. I don't know. They probably got like 3 screens up. All right. Here we go. We got Gemini, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius energy came up twice, and Cancer. So if your sign didn't come up, don't go anywhere. We have another bonus, guys. We have another bonus. Okay. So don't go anywhere. We unlock that with the sponsors. We got 2 more readings tonight. Yeah, I was like, oh, we're on it. We got 3 screens going. Like, bitch, please. We're professionals. All right. Collective, who is drawn to you right now? Oh, this person is infatuated with you. What's going on here? Infatuation. High value. The Empress. Oh, my goodness. Who knows their worth? Who knows their worth? Who knows their worth? Right? This person is like, the Empress has entered the building. All right, let's see who this person is. All right. I do feel like this person, some of you, this person's like, did the collective put a spell on me? Are they doing black magic on me? Why can't I can't stop thinking about them? All right. So they're enamored by you. They are. You're enamored by not just your worthiness, but your beauty, your openness, your maturity. All right, who is this person? Let's get to the real deal here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. They could have air in their chart. Ooh. So this person here is coming off as kind of gruff, kind of stern, a little bit detached, very, very logical. They get in their head a lot. They're like in their head. But I feel like the Raven here, the more again, I just heard the more again. I feel like this person here is doing some shadow work, is really, I think they're just more fascinated with the fact here of why they're so enamored by you. All right, so let's see why. Why are they drawn to my collective? Why are they drawn to my collective right now? Oh, the Two of Swords. 1, 2, 3. They're drawn. Okay, so collective. They're drawn to you because it feels like unfinished business between you and this person. So this is someone here that you have a past with. But I also feel like they are afraid you're going to reject them. They are uncertain here. Have you moved on from this connection? Are you still interested in this connection? What this connection feels like with them. Oh, slow. Does this take forever? It was like the passion here slowly burning out to the point where it's like, listen, I'm dry. I got nothing left. I'm done. Okay. You're like, friendship. It was nice. Platonic. It was great. Stable. Yeah. Perfect. But man, when the passion was there, it was like, yo, are you going to feed this fire? Are we going to go somewhere with this? Are we going to go somewhere with this? Someone was just slow. Slow, 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 slow. How are they coming towards you now? Reversals are now up. Oh, the Three of Wands here reversed. Man, God, is this person just a slow? Like when you think of a fisherman, they're patient. They'll get up diligently to get the big fish. They'll wake up at like 5, maybe earlier than that, to go out there and keep fishing. But they're patient. They're patient. So this is an individual here who's growing impatient, staying in this spot. They're like, there's nothing out here that is replacing my collective. And I'm going, like, I'm starting to get thirsty. I want to move. Ooh, I want to move. Are you at a different location than this individual? Maybe this was long distance. Their emotional feelings towards you. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles. There's the giant pancake. The Ace of Pentacles here reversed. You offered them something much larger than they were hungry for. But now they're like, I want that for breakfast. I want my collective for breakfast. They're having a lot of visions here of like waking up in the morning, having breakfast with you. This is a person here who's also feeling the loss of you, of how much you used to offer. It was like they went above and beyond. I mean, I didn't just get like an IHOP pancake. They were like, I'm going to make this even larger than life for you. And so what they are drawn to here and how they emotionally feel about you is a loss. They notice that you're gone. You see this? You took your pancake and went home. Yeah, you took your pancake and went home. Now, the thing is that this individual, they're going through it. They're slow because they're the Knight of Pentacles here, but they're on thin ice. Okay. There's something here about staying in this location too long. They know they have to break the ice here with you. This is a person here who's going to try to break the ice. Be prepared for communication. Be prepared. What it may feel like, you're going to be really observing this with a fine tooth and nail. Some of you are like, nope, get out of here. I'm burning this off. You might entertain it for a little bit to see what happens, how they wriggle. But I also feel that it doesn't feel for you, it feels not enough. For you, it's like, listen, I had a whole goddamn fire and you're still trying to create something. What are you actually bringing to the table with a, hey, how are you? Or, hey, I miss you. Or, hey, I've been thinking about you. And you're like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Potential here of this connection here, 9 of Cups. This person is selfish. This person here not only waited, they didn't share with you. They didn't share their emotions. They didn't share anything with you. It was all about their feelings. Well, now they're lonely. What are they offering you? Not really much. They ate all the fish and now they're like, well, I'm hungry. Can you give me something? It's like, well, you've been out there for how long? What are you bringing back to me? Where's the actual truth? Where's the emotion? Where's the honesty? Where's the feelings? Where's the accountability? Where is it? Possible complication or challenge in this connection. Queen of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The complication is, you ready for this? You see, you're confident. You are passionate and you have a lot of creativity. You could be an artist. You could be an influencer. You could be a musician. There's something about your creativity, but you're able to take a blank canvas and make something amazing out of it. When this person stays into it, what do they got to do? They're like, there's nothing left. I just take whatever's a light. The complication here is that you're a light and this individual knows that you're a muse. So they're going to get more out of you than you would get out of them. I'm going to say it again. They would get more out of you than you would get out of them. And you know it. Maybe in the past you didn't, but you know it now. Collective, what you need to consider with this person, no reversals, what you need to consider about this person here, High Priestess. Sometimes you don't got to say a goddamn thing. Trust your intuition. Right? If this person here thinks you put a spell on them, some of you are like, I know the only spell I put on you is a frozen jar in my refrigerator. This is someone here who knows that this person wouldn't be able to show up in the way that they need to. You know it. Spirit's guidance for navigating this connection here. Look at this, the 10 of Pentacles. See that fire? This relationship was brought into your life to not show you how to stow a fire, but how it is to feel amongst individuals here who actually see your light, care for your light, protect your light, and are there for you. What this person did is actually create room and space for you to have deep relationships, amazing friendships. Some of you, you're doing really well, prosperity wise, money wise, and others of you, you're going towards a commitment that is a day and night difference in what this person could give. So trust your intuition. It's led you for what you needed. And what this person here is just trying to burn your light. Right? That's what I got here for you, collective. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, we always got more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to one more because we do. We got one more coming up here. Still got over 100 people here. Let me know that you're still here. I know Debbie's like, I got to go to bed. I got to go to bed. I'm surprised you're still here. I would have been like, go to bed. Girl, go to bed. Watch the replay. We got to make this good for Debbie. Debbie's one of my longtime listeners, and I appreciate her. And she's got a workshop to go to tomorrow. Oh, my God. All right, we're going to make this good. So with the unlock bonus, we always go an extra, a little extra, because, well, we had amazing sponsors. So I want to take the time here to thank our sponsors. And I ask you guys to pay it forward too, because when individuals here go into the sponsorship, they are putting their time and energy here to share with you guys. Because listen, it's not just a reading for them. They may not even get their sign here. They're putting it out here for you. So thank you, Debbie, who's donated twice here for the live this evening. Mitzi, thank you again. Melody, thank you. And Tyann, thank you so much here for your guys' time and energy here. So guys, make sure you thank our sponsors here. And we're going to move on here to the bonus collective. Also want to remind you guys that we have a giveaway that is, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, but this giveaway came out and it's been crickets over at Harmonia. So I'm asking for those of you who are my Harmonia community things, make sure you grab your tickets. Did you not see this? I posted this. I posted it here live, so you should be able to see it. But yes, Mystical Blossoms here is sponsoring this for this March giveaway, and it's pretty darn cool. So make sure you grab into this, because these are homemade products here that they come in their own brand. They're amazing herbalists. Her sister also makes handmade soaps, but they're an amazing intuitive individuals, but they also have an amazing store here in South Jersey, where I was home raised here in South Jersey. So even though I'm in Michigan, but they're from my hometown area. So go ahead and support them and make sure you grab your tickets, because this giveaway, once those tickets are gone, you won't be able to get this cool and calm prize here. And they got some really cool stuff that they put together, a mystery box here for you. We'll also be live here on Sunday. We'll be back here Sunday for All Signs week ahead. Make sure you guys set your notifications. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Hello, Garnet. Welcome back. Just in time for the last and final reading here. We got the unlock bonus. Let's roll the dice. Here we go. One more live. This one's going to be a little bit longer. So are you ready? Hopefully she's ready. We have Cancer. Cancer is here. We have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is back up. We have Virgo. We haven't gotten Virgo yet. Virgo is here. We got Aquarius. Aquarius is here. Leo, roar. The lions are back. And Libra. Libra is here. So those are the signs that we have. If you have that in your chart, this reading may be for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or if you're cross-watching, okay, as well. So these are the signs. We got Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, and Libra energy. All right, here we go. Collective. Who is the person here drawn to you? This one's going to be a little bit longer. Not much, but a little bit. We get an extra row. Peaceful vibes. No more drama. Calm mind. Soul alignment. Oh my God, this is nice. Oh, I like this. Peaceful. No more drama. Yeah. Oh, especially if there was fighting. It's like two worlds. Two worlds. Two worlds. All right, so this is someone here you had a fight with. You had some fisticuffs going on here. But here's the thing. Peace. I think somebody here wants a peace treaty here with you. There is no more drama. Let's see who this person is. Who is this person? Oh my gosh, 5 of Wands. You're welcome. This person have a really confident kind of attitude of, they're very competitive, but I feel like the fighting was more bickering than anything. Did you two bicker a lot? this person here always had to one up you, or like very competitive in nature. You know, we're going to pull a little bit more, and I decided I'm going to pull a little bit more on the top row cards, and that's what we're going to do. The devil. Oh, yeah, you married back to this individual. That's what you did. All right. So I almost feel polyamorous here. I feel like that this person had a lot of trust issues before you even met them. And so they may have been clearing out some toxicity, taking things personal. I feel like this person got cheated on. This person here, it's not that they're a cheater. I think this person here has a lot of trauma. They may have married cheating to you, but we're just looking, this person had a lot of baggage, but they've gotten through that. All right. Why are they drawn here to my collective? Why are they drawn here? 8 of Wands. Because there's unfinished business between the two of you. God, you're so protected. Okay, look at that. You're just so protected. I feel like there's some space here that was created. This was a deep friendship. But man, you two bickered. You two fought. It was always like wanting up one another. Like there's this like push and pull energy here, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay, like me, it feels like an odd couple. Very intriguing because you are friendships. You had a lot to talk about, but they're showing me a scene from like the movie Ted, where like there's a guy, Ted's like yelling at somebody out in the street because they're being too noisy and saying they're fighting too much. And then another person here gets into the fight, and then they start yelling at the other person. And then the person here that they were fighting with, they're like, yeah, no, we're friends now. Now you're the enemy. That's what you did with individuals. People are like, who are you two? Like, do you actually like each other? But if someone else got in the middle here, to try to bring some sense to this, you were like, get out of here. We're figuring this out on our own. So it's like there's this weird toxic dynamic here between the two of you. What the connection feels like with them. Betrayal. Hurt. There's a lot of hurt energy. Like it's over. Why? Clarify that hurt. Because someone here didn't take this relationship serious. Like I said, it's one-sided. Maybe you were dealing with somebody here who was hurt, wasn't ready, didn't want to admit, was in denial. But you're like, how can you be in denial? We spent all time with each other. How could you just say we were just friends? This feels like a just friends relationship. This feels like a just friends relationship. How they are coming towards you right now. The Queen of Cups energy here. Reversed. Well, this is a person here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I love this Queen of Cups energy because it's like someone here who's really devoted and really takes the time here to put all of the little different spices and everything to make a beautiful meal. And like food is the hearth here of someone's heart. But I feel like this individual here is coming towards you in a more humbled way because they know they made a mess out of this plate. They made a mess out of it. And so they wouldn't even serve this to you. They're like, I can't serve this. I can't serve this to my collective. Their emotional feelings towards you, they made a mess out of this. They screwed this up so damn bad. They argued with you. They fought with you. They had a hard time with trust. They projected on you. They lied to you. They lied to you big time when it came to how they actually felt by you. You were probably, I'll tell you this, collective, you were probably the closest one here that actually got to their heart space. But they were in a big shot mode here because of how hurt they got by another. Big shot hurt. So this is a person here who's like, well, I got treated like shit so I can treat other people like shit. But then they met you. And you didn't treat this person here like shit. And then they went ahead and treated you like shit because I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Will they actually approach my collective, or are they going to remain observing here, Spirit? The 8 of Pentacles here reverse. So it's not absolutely 100% approaching you, but this person here is not ignoring it anymore. They may, their hat here is, when I think of hats, I always think it, because I'm a medium, and hats were always my safety. I used to wear them when my crown chakra was like too much. It was like my support here, my security. This individual has been kind of creating kind of some safety here when it comes to their intuition, but they are now seeing something that's coming to light. They can't, as much as they work, as much as they try to ignore, nothing is taking away from the support that they actually had with you. You fought for this and they didn't, and they know it. And so there's this energy here of observing, like, as much as I put work into other things or to hide that I didn't have emotion or feelings, I actually do. And so I feel like this person here is processing deep emotions here with you. What it might feel like to be with them right now, with this version of them. Totally different. Totally different. It would be totally different. Do you see how thawed this is? Do you see how the emotions here are cracked open? Like night and day difference. There's the hat here and it's got some ice here, but they feel safe with you. Good night, Mitzi. This is a person here who, it would be like a night and day. There would be no fighting. There'd be no bickering. It would just be this deep emotions. It would be more than friendship. It would be love. If they allowed that wall down. Potential of this connection. Queen of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Clarify, Spirit, the Queen of Wands energy with the potential. I need to clarify that because there's a couple of different roots coming here. Look at this. It's that savoring the moment here. This is an individual here who would be way more supportive on your endeavors, your ideas, and your desires. And they would also be very loving and open to receiving that from you. Okay. This would feel like the potential of this is to feel it's such a different relationship from what you started. This person here, it's not that they're avoiding things. There's avoidance before, but this is someone here who's deeply connected to you. You actually could be in the same room next to each other and not necessarily talk. And that's how it would feel. It would feel like home. Now, this is the potential. So don't get, weary on the potential. This person here is waking up to this. Possible complication or challenge. People tend to fall for potential. The 6 of Pentacles here is coming up twice. I feel like the challenge here is that this individual doesn't feel like they have enough to offer you when it comes to stability. They're trying to get back on their feet. Some of you, they're actually going through a job change or moving, but I also feel like they're trying to save. And this is important to this individual. This is a person here who likes to be able to provide. They're got a very heavy provider energy. What the collective should consider here with this person. Look at that. The Queen of Wands energy twice. Dang. They value you. They see you. They know what you had to offer. They know what they did. I mean, at this point, it's up to them to break the ice with that. Spirit's guidance for navigating this connection here. Knight of Cups. You don't have to do a damn thing. I do believe you're going to be receiving an apology from an individual. I also see the Lear here story. This is the Opus story here. You know, this is a person here, you know, who's going to use some serenading here. But I also feel this energy here of devotion. This is an individual here who would go the distance. But this is saying, Spirit, if this person here comes in, Spirit's saying it's up to them to step up, to be humble, to take accountability, but also showcase love. And it's going to be entirely different from this individual. It's going to be up to you if you want that or not. All right. That's what I got here for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for all of the sponsors and to my moderators this evening. I do appreciate you all. Guys, don't forget there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. We had a lot of content that got kind of dumped today because I didn't have a chance to release it during the week. So make sure you guys who are community members are checking that. And don't forget that giveaway. I'll be back here on Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Make sure you set your notifications now because it's well scheduled. And have a good night. Happy Friday, guys.